This is when he was calling various departments in Canada and telling them that he was gonna sue them all personally because he thinks that COVID restrictions and vaccines were like war crimes. The whole thing.
Now they're just hanging up. It's not even going through.
I like that he still has an old, like, T9 phone. He doesn't even have a smartphone. I assume he's afraid of the government tracking him or something. Which is funny, because he got caught anyway.
Yes, hello. Who am I speaking with? Lee? Hi, Lee. I was just wondering who's in charge of your department. I'm just providing legal notice and private law notice under common law and natural law. You guys are exceeding the limitation of powers in the Corporations Act, and you're committing fraud and genocide on the public. COVID-19 isn't real. There's a bunch of experts and doctors around the world. We've sent you guys lots of information. So I'm just wondering who's in charge of your department, because they are willfully negligent, which means personally liable. No, I'm asking who's in charge of your department. You guys are taking complaints.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just going to give you this information.
Do you understand that's criminal, not identifying yourself? And you're not a government, you're a USA-based corporation. What's your name? Or your supervisor's name?
He thinks Canada is a United States corporation. H. Baird says, clearly the beavers whose dam he kept destroying turned him in.
Cannot not identify yourself. Then fuck you, bitch. We're coming for you. We're going to come find out who you are through your work. I'm getting private investigators, and we're going after all of you. We're a real government, you fucking cunt genocide piece of shit. You fucking feel me, you fucking bitch? This is all recorded? Lee, you're fucking done, bitch. I'm a judge. You're fucked.
The classic, the line that got us all enamored with this man. I'm a judge, you're fucked. He was not, in fact, a judge, and it turns out he was the one who was fucked in the long run.
Genocide piece of shit. You fucking feel me, you fucking bitch? This is all recorded? Lee, you're fucking done, bitch. I'm a judge. You're fucked.
Well, that's lovely. Alright. I think we can get into the next one. Siberian Winter says, Marcel reminds me of this dude that I knew years ago who spouted the same sovereign citizen bullshit. The main thing I remember about him is that the dude's teeth were rotting out. Rotting out of his skull because he believed the fluoride conspiracy. What's even more... Sorry, the thing keeps scrolling. What's even more stressful is that he's married with children. Ooh. Mr. Whiskers, thanks for tier 3, 7 months. Wow. Thank you. This is a good one. This is the long one that I edited because he did so much racial slurs and the F slur and stuff in it, and he doxed a bunch of people.
Hi everybody, Marcel, the family Bessette, Peacemaker Society. This is going to be probably the most genuine message I've ever done.
Reminder that his organization is called the Peacemaker Society. Reminder. He's all about peace.
I fucking hate all of you. I fucking hate you. Ever since I was a little kid, you guys picked on me, you were mean to me. When I was a teenager, I found out you're all fucking stupid. I became an entrepreneur and found out that you guys are all dumbasses. You get jobs and make other people rich while you stay poor. You pay taxes. You don't give a fuck. You're horrible.
Would it surprise you to find out that one of the last things Marcel added to his website before he got arrested was mirroring Andrew Tate's final message after getting banned from YouTube and Twitter and everything? Marcel loves Andrew Tate. Which is the least shocking thing, but that makes sense. I feel like the jokes I used to make about the Legion of Doom of chuds that I cover gets realer every day.
Horrible, bad fucking people. Bad fucking people. And I used to be one of you. That's how come I fucking know. You're more worried about tax write-offs than you are that you sold your fucking kid. Who I used to work, or who I used to know as a teenager, you'd rather work for the Canada Revenue Agency than do the right thing. Don't give a fuck about anyone but yourselves because you're fucking alcoholics. To all the people who criticize me, you're fucking, and I'm gonna let the Freemasons fucking burn you to the ground. I am glad the elites are gonna fucking kill you all. I'm staying independent as Peacemaker Society, but I fully support them fucking murdering you people. I will have nothing to do with it because I don't kill people. I'm peaceful.
He's peaceful, like Batman doesn't kill people. I won't kill you, but I don't have to save you either.
But after 12 years of trying to bring you guys freedom, fuck every one of you who doesn't learn. You're about to be fucking murdered. Everyone you know is about to be fucking murdered, and you deserve it, you piece of shit. And I'm fucking glad they're killing you so I don't have to.
Someone Google Kubrick stare. Alt fact, thanks for 9 months. That's a sub-baby. This sub-baby's name is going to be Marcel Bessette the second. You're welcome. That's a rare collectible. If this was an NFT, it'd be like a really, really good ape or whatever NFT people see in NFTs. First name Punch a Number says, I love the censoring in this one. It's exactly as dignified as he deserves.
If I didn't have my oath, a lot of you would be fucking dead already. You actually wouldn't, because I'm not psycho like that, but you fucking deserve it. And that's why through my life I intimidated the fuck out of all of you so much. Because fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck. Fuck everybody. You pieces of shit. To all the people I taught and you didn't found your own society, fuck you too. To my critics, fuck you. I'd kill you before you talk shit to me to my face, motherfucker.
That's gonna be hard to do from jail.
And I wouldn't kill you, but I'd hit you in the face a few times. Fucking for sure. Before my oath. Now I have my oath, but you know what? I'm going to decide what I want to do with that. Peacemaker Society is an experiment.
This is so all over the place. And this he's been like, I'm peaceful. I'm glad other people are murdering you, but I have an oath, but I'll murder you. No, I won't murder you. I'll hit you in the face, but no, I won't. But yes, I will. It's like all over the fucking place. But fuck my oath. I'll do whatever I want. It's just all over. Oh, sorry, honey. Didn't mean to bop ya.
It still exists. I'm not shutting it down, but
Hi,
we're
honey.
closed to all of you. I'm not teaching a motherfucker who doesn't pay us a shit ton of money because the rest of you deserve to fucking die. If you have no money, you're a fucking loser. You deserve to die. If you're fat, you're a genetic defect. If you're a fuck you from God.
That was an F slur.
If you're worshiping at a church that's a corporation, fuck you from God. Fuck every piece of shit loser who supports this corona bullshit. Fuck all of you who don't understand your own sovereignty and spit on God. Fuck you from the bottom of my fucking heart till the day I die. I don't give a fuck about helping any of you anymore.
On the bright side, while he's in jail, they might actually properly medicate him.
You're on your fucking own.
Will he take it? That's a different story. I don't know.
And everything I do works. I have bank accounts. We're unregistered, unincorporated. So if any of you think I'm quitting because of me and this not being real, it's fucking real. And I'm taking it off the market so you fucking die. So you fucking die! I fucking hate you. You're a piece of shit. God scorns you, and I hope you burn in fucking hell. You'll notice this is the only video on my website. You're all fucking done. I have all the information. You want to pay me 10 grand plus? I'll pay you. You can pay me and I'll help you for money. Because the rest of you
I'll help you for money.
deserve to fucking die.
That's how services usually work, yeah.
I don't care if you have a good heart or bad heart. You're fucking useless. You're a genetic defect, and I'm glad the system's gonna fucking kill you. So unless you have money, don't call me ever fucking again. We're changing our numbers. We're changing everything. We're very private going forward because I'm gonna revel in them fucking murdering you. The legal system's killing you, and I'm fucking glad. Freemasons, Illuminati, great job. Even though you're fucking criminals I don't support, these assholes deserve murder. Fucking kill them. I'm not fighting you guys anymore. I don't give a fuck what you do to them. Have a great day, everybody. Cheers. And Freemasons, I'm sure you're real happy to hear that. My family lines are Freemasons and shit, I'm sure. Right? That's all my family, right? I'm not in favor of my family. I hate them as much as I hate citizens. And I don't honestly support the genocidal agenda, but citizens, you fucking deserve it. Enjoy getting fucking murdered. You dumb motherfucker. And if you're a citizen, you are a fucking...
That's an N-word.
The rest of your life, you're a fucking... Bye. I don't associate with any color, motherfuckers. Sovereign, bitch! Fuck you! And for 12 years, it's been my pleasure to shit all over all of you because I'm better than you. And I always fucking will be. Bye.
Just rattles off like 6 N-words. Jadora. Alright, I'll put on the fucking Jadora. Where is it? Hats off redeemed. Jadora activated. Alright, part 2.
Hi everyone, it is Marcel of the family Bessette of Peacemaker Society.
He never framed his videos correctly. His head was always cut off so much. Nick says, I'm so much better than you, proves it by screaming the N-word a bunch of times. Moira Soma says, not related to Marcel, but did you know that frauditors' new targets are libraries? They go around in groups filming all the people in the library being loud and intrusive. It's very telling, because there's absolutely no reason to do what they're doing. They just want attention. Steve with a Q says, why yes, I'm a judge, you're fucked, m'lady. Hydrate.
And we're going to have another honest conversation.
Did I bleep that on the fly, or is it edited in? Oh, it's edited in. He lets him fly too much. You can't freeball it. You gotta edit these. Because he just says slurs all the time.
Obviously, over the years, I've turned into an angry asshole towards the general public. But I want you guys to understand how I got to where I am. And even if you guys don't understand, I'm doing this for historical purposes. The reason I do these videos is a little bit therapy.
The only person who is interested in your history, Marcel, is me, and that is so sad.
But the main reason is so that when the future freedom fighters come to defeat the legal system, they understand the journey that those of us who cared laid out before. So I want everyone to understand, when I found freedom, I was poor. I was living in a one-bedroom apartment. I had a roommate who was renting.
Chris Chan-style docuseries when I don't have enough background information on Marcel. Really, like, I think he'd be an interesting person to learn about, but I just don't know that much about his actual childhood. And I don't trust his account for obvious reasons.
In one of the bedrooms. I had lost my house a few years before. I had just finished getting out of an apartment with no power. I was living with coke and crackheads. And
just naming people that have been addicted to crack or cocaine or whatever. Rude.
The man she was dating at the time, they were homeless. So out of the goodness of my heart, I let them have...
Marcel versus Moose Guy, who wins? Moose Guy. I think the moose will come to his defense. The moose will appear out of nowhere and just maul Marcel. He'll be gored.
Of the extra bedroom, because I'm a sweetheart, and that's what I did.
Marcel actually, I believe, has stated in a video that he was diagnosed with bipolar, but he doesn't believe it, basically. He's the kind of person that gets a diagnosis and then is like, no, I don't have that, and, you know, ignores it and doesn't medicate.
Also, when I started this journey, people need to understand, everybody knew me. I was very involved in the weed community, so everybody every day would stop by. My place was called the Chill Spot.
I wish I was very involved in the weed community. Actually, I don't. I take that back. That would be awful. No offense, if like, actual cultivation of weed is your hobby, but I feel like I'd get bored. I'd be like, do you have any edibles? I don't really care what's in them. I don't care about your tincture. Just give me a gummy or something.
They would all open up to me about their lives, what was going on. I was very popular. Everybody knew me. I was...
And by the way, everyone who says they were very popular, that's always true and not at all a defense mechanism. I'm sure Marcel was quite the golden god back in his day, much like Dennis Reynolds.
Tough. I would stand up for people. Before I found the society stuff, I got involved.
Elminato says, who's bigger in the weed community, Peter or Marcel? Probably Marcel, because I have always had suspicions that he was dealing Because he had this like big plot of land on like a farm, but we never saw what what they were doing or what he was doing to make money. So I guess I always assumed that, because he has explicitly stated that he has been arrested for dealing drugs in the past, like years ago. So I assumed when he moved out to the middle of nowhere, what he was doing was growing pot and selling it without the appropriate like licensing and taxes. Because weed, I believe, is legal in Canada, but like you still need to get licensing from the state and pay taxes and stuff on all of it. So I'm kind of assuming he was running a gray market or black market weed thing. I don't know, though.
Involved in the downtown community. I met all the gangs.
These are not accusations. These aren't even allegations. They're just speculation on my part.
I met people from Mad Cow. I met everyone Big Mama knew. I met who rolls with Hell's Angels on a regular basis, even though he has nothing to do with them directly. He's independent. I met everybody. I met Troy. I met the other Troy who were in the ecstasy trade. I met everybody.
I left in names that were only first names, and for some reason I found it so funny that somewhere in Manitoba there's a duo named Trey and Trey who are apparently big in the ecstasy business. Feels like something... What's that character Bill Hader used to play on SNL? And he'd, like, do this, and he'd, like, you know... We have Trey and Trey. They're big in the Ontario scene. Like, it just seems like that kind of thing.
I was on war councils. I sat with people ready to kill each other and would negotiate peace. I did that day in, day out for many, many years. I was in the process of becoming a very violent man. I have been charged many times.
He was in the process. Thank God.
Started. I was 29.
Bittergrin says, I would be more surprised if he wasn't selling drugs than if he was. Agreed.
When I found out...
And to be clear, I don't give a shit if people, like, grow pot or sell pot. Obviously. I enjoy pot. Or even really other drugs, though I probably wouldn't look very kindly on you if it was, like, hard drugs that, like, hurt people. But, like, if you're gonna grow weed, you should still do it legally and pay taxes where applicable.
Basically, the governments are a corporation, which is true, sec.gov, and anyone who doubts that, you're fooling yourself. So when I found that out, and you guys can call agencies, ask them if they're limited liability. They absolutely are. They're also listed on Dun & Bradstreet in Canada, Manitoba Justice. But anyway, I'm not getting into the technical side as much as how I became an asshole through this. So I was a little bit of an asshole to begin with, except for I would use it against the odd person. In general, though, I found people pretty frustrating, but I had a lot of people. I thought a lot of...
Devil Summoner Marie with 100 bits says, as a girl with severe bipolar 1, it's not uncommon for people with our condition to refuse medication. The highs can be euphoric, even if they can be very destructive. I don't want to armchair psych, but Marcel's tendency to have episodes where he pisses off everyone in his life and rants about how shitty they are and doxes them could easily... I could easily see that as being a non-medicated manic episode. That's kind of what I'm guessing, too. My mom, I grew up with my mom who has bipolar. I would agree. Cinnamon Ciara, thanks for following.
People were solid. I thought that Hell's Angels was solid. I thought the Italian Mob was solid. I thought all these people were so solid that they'd stand up to the system. And then through hanging out with them, I saw... they were really abused, you know, Indigenous people, you know, they get searched and beaten, and black people, and then all my criminal people I knew were getting beaten up by cops. This one girl that I dated, her friend was hung upside down and beaten with telephone books, and her breast ruptured. The Winnipeg police are really greasy pieces of shit. And I knew that before I ever got involved in the society,
Hey, Cab.
but I never knew why. I just thought they were picking on criminals. I thought that's how it was.
First time catching you live, and it's Marcel. Not just Marcel, it's the best of Marcel, because he got arrested. So we're just celebrating by watching his craziest moments.
And just so people know, I never was religious. I never gave a fuck about Freemasons, Illuminati. I didn't even know what that shit was when we started, or when I started this journey. So basically, at the time, I was handing over thousands of dollars to certain people every day, and
Again, sounds like a drug thing.
through that, I had a lot of respect. I was making people $30,000 to $60,000 a month. I wasn't making that, but I was making people money, so I was basically untouchable.
So you were a drug dealer, or a manufacturer, whatever. Excessive Observer, thanks for gifting a sub.
So long story short, I got raided. Cops put guns to my head in my own home over some pot, which is now legal, so that was all bullshit.
I would agree that's bullshit. I don't think the cops should be putting guns to your head for basically any reason other than if you are directly threatening them or someone else with immediate death. Much less for fucking pot. But Marcel, you're still crazy.
But yeah, so they put guns to my head. They threatened the other guys in the apartment with me. One talked, one didn't. I was looking at 3 years in jail, possibly, if convicted for the pot, which I medically qualify to smoke, and even back then. And
That doesn't mean that you legally can grow it and sell it necessarily in the quantities that you were doing, though. Again, I'm strictly talking legally here, not morally. Just because you were medically okayed to take it does not mean that you are okayed to sell it to other people necessarily.
one of the guys I was really close with, he said a whole statement saying that he had seen me this and that, and it was a lie. So that's what's his last name? I can't remember his last name right now, lucky for him, but he was part of Crazy Indian motorcycle gang. He's an idiot. He was a rat, and eventually they kicked him out. And for me, letting the Crazy Indian motorcycle gang know he's a rat, I almost had to fight them for a couple of years because their leader, who again were cool at this point, but he wouldn't believe me. He was being an idiot and starting shit when I was the one who did him the solid, and his fucking crewmate almost put me in fucking jail. But again, it all worked out in the end, so fine. Even though we almost got in a knife fight at one point, and I was calling him that he loved rats right to his face. And again, he doesn't. We worked it out. Everything's cool. If you're watching this, I got no problem with you now. We're cool, whatever.
I just like how passively he talks about almost getting in a knife fight with a biker gang leader because he wouldn't believe that a different guy in his apartment was a fucking rat. Like, what kind of life is this?
But as far as this journey goes, so wound up being one of the founding members. He was my bro. I thought we were fucking tight. And then is another guy who founded the society. He was younger, though. He didn't really... I mean, he was the guy who told me we could do this, so I brought him on to honor that. But his wife got all scared, and they fucked off about a year into it. They abandoned me. Period. They just ran off. Another thing I want to say is a lot of people that I tried to lead, as soon as I try and lead them, they get resentful that they're not on my level.
That's a very humble thing to say, Marcel, and a very true reflection of reality, I'm sure. I'm sure that's not warped by your own incredibly inflated self-image whatsoever. They did finally get Marcel Occult Comics.
The fucking loser who owns that place who pulled out at the last minute when I had hundreds of staff hired to work at his restaurant, and like a coward, he backed out at the last minute. He fucked me over. Was supposed to come to meetings every week to help me run this from when we started it. He fucked me over. Okay, my sisters, I told them. I explained to them what this is, what we have. They understood it, especially. And she chose not to found her own society, go work for an airport, stripping Indigenous people of their rights every time she enters their name into a computer. So I told her she's a piece of shit. That's my sister, and it breaks my heart.
I feel like I talked about this before. Why does he think that someone at the airport putting someone's name in the airport systems takes away Indigenous people's rights? I don't even know what this is in terms of a conspiracy theory or what's happening. Is this a Canada-specific thing?
But when I was 29 and I found freedom, okay, I was a fairly bad guy before that. I did a lot of good stuff, but I did a lot of bad stuff. I was just trying to make my way in the world, right? So when I found freedom, I recognized, fuck, God activated me. He told me, go bring this to people. But I'm like, man, I am the wrong fucking messenger, okay? in politics, if you're gonna do politics, you better be squeaky, squeaky clean, okay? I was running with crews. I know every type of criminal in Winnipeg at that time. I was doing enforcing, protecting people I knew from people robbing them. I had crews I protected. I had 30, 40, 50 people coming in and out of my apartment every day. Okay, hustlers, dealers, you name it. Okay, and I knew everybody. And I had all of their respect because all I did was support any piece of shit and anything they were and have their back. Okay, my mom and my stepdad have not called me once since I was 14 to even make sure I'm okay. Okay, I had hope in my heart and I thought people were good people when I started this. I knew there were a lot of shitty people, but I figured on average, most people would care about their freedom. The reason that I've done this work is I cared more about you than your own parents, than your own friends. I put everything I am. I used to be able to beat people the fuck up and get away with it all day, every day if I wanted. I gave that all up 12 years ago, and I'm the one who cares, you guys. I'm who cares. That's why I've done all these videos. I didn't have money, and I put every cent of my money into this society. Me, only me. Nobody else.
I guess I should explain, by the way, if for some reason you don't know, Marcel's whole thing is that he runs this business. Hydrate. I use the term business lightly because it's more of a grift in my opinion, where he basically sells people sovereign citizen programs, how to be a sovereign citizen and no longer have the laws apply to you and stuff. He charges people like $10,000 for it, and it doesn't work. Surprise. So that's what he's talking about in terms of educating people and, like, doing so much for people. He's talking about running what is effectively, in my opinion, a scam.
No one else pitched in. Bought one computer for me in the beginning when I didn't have money. Okay? Would you leave your mom and dad behind? Would you leave your brother and sister behind to teach strangers who shit on you every day? I guarantee you wouldn't. Would you spend your money, your food money, to launch a program? Most of you wouldn't. I did. Okay, I moved into one-bedroom, roach-infested places so I would have the money to pay our head office, all of the development that we were doing, and everything else that went with it. I've paid every price for 12 years while all of you won't even study the work that I laid out in front of you and fill in the blanks on a fucking letter.
Well, I don't have $10,000 to be scammed, Marcel.
That's why I'm an asshole. I still fucking care. But the reason I get mad, and I'm not even as mad at the public. I mean, I am pissed with you guys, but a lot of you don't know what the fuck is up. I'm mad at the people around me. I'm mad at the woman who says she loves me and doesn't bring this to you guys. For 6 years, she loves me to pieces, but she won't help you fucking assholes. And the longer that I do this, I understand, and I'm starting to be on their side. And that's what's fucking with me, because you need help. Freedom needs help. Everything is being taken, you guys. If you don't see COVID and the restrictions as completely unlawful, you're a fucking idiot. A Lisbon court. You know what? Let me pull this up right here, right now. All these people who think... Sorry, I gotta put these on so I can see. All these people think I'm this fucking lying asshole, and I'm not. I care enough to tell you the truth, even though you guys shit on me for it. Every day, and you don't help, and you wasted your lives studying dumb shit. So it's really traumatic for me helping all of you, and the reason I'm so bad at this, as far as how I interact, is because no one I know will be a bridge between me and you. No one will put up with you guys.
I'm not the crazy one who's impossible to work with. It's everyone else in the world. Okay, that's not, I guess, technically impossible, but I also don't think it's the most likely reason for your issues, Marcel.
And a lot of them won't put up with the way I am towards you guys. Okay, but I started off positive. When I started this, you guys, I was so optimistic. For the first 3 or 4 years we did this, I didn't get mad at the public. I was perfect. If you watch our interviews, I was perfect. But how long can any of you spend every penny you have to help strangers you don't even like, than to give up everyone you love to teach people you'd rather punch in the face? Okay, and most of you I'd rather...
That makes me really want to buy his program is the thought that he might also rather punch me in the face if I give him $10,000. Raven says, I bought a roach-infested place because I can't afford to live anywhere else. It's not actually infested, but there are roaches. Sorry to hear that.
Rather fucking knock out than help. And back in the day I would have. And the reason I get so mad is because I gave that up. I gave it up to become what needed to be, instead of staying the piece of shit I was. And a lot of days I wish I were still the old piece of shit I were. With exception that I'm doing better financially and everything is better. But again, you guys need to remember, I paid for all of this, right? So the reason I turned into such an asshole, you guys send your kids to public school. Public fool system. They're being trained by a corporation to think you're an idiot, to strip your community standard, make sure your kid doesn't respect that. Also, the school doesn't have to give back your kids. They can force vaccinate them when they're there. And you can't even pick up your kids if they don't give you permission. Right? So get your kid out of fucking public school. Also, everyone I ever studied growing up, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, Brian Tracy, Rich Dad Poor Dad, they all teach people that work jobs are idiots. They're losers. And the reason if you're broke, that's a problem, is because you offer no value to anybody around you. And if you do, you don't
Marcel, everyone can't go online and grift people for thousands of dollars.
monetize it, which means you're a sucker. Right? Now, I'm not talking close friends and family. You want
I find it so weird, this, like, hustle culture idea, like, oh, you do want to go work a regular job? Some people maybe do. I don't think that's unreasonable. Most people don't want to own their own business or have side hustles or run their own thing. Like, people are okay with going and doing just a task, whatever it is. They should just also be paid fairly for it. Like, what the fuck is this? There's nothing wrong with just doing a day job. The only issue is that people are underpaid for it. Overthought says, somewhere outside Whitehorse, a tired and hungry man warms himself by a small fire. Large enough to fight off cold, but not so large as to draw attention to his whereabouts. All he thinks about is sleeping, but he can't because any slight dropping of his guard could mean the end. As these thoughts fill his head again, he hears a voice call his name. Mark, you're under arrest. He replies with equal parts resignation and relief. About time. I'm done traveling now. That was lovely.
help them out, go ahead. But the reason I'm such an asshole is every friend I thought I had, every solid gangster I thought I knew, are all punk bitches. Not a fucking one of them will rise up, do the right thing, and fight the system. Okay, I tried recruiting
He's disappointed that street gangs won't do a revolution against the government for him.
Gangsters to fight police. I tried everything, and no one's gonna do shit. I always wondered, studying history, how it is that World War II happened. How did Hitler take power? And you right there are how Hitler won. Sitting there like an asshole while they took over. And that's what's happening with COVID right now. There are concentration camps, you guys.
Not in Canada. Not COVID things.
Relocation centers, you heard of them? Like, fuck. Even today, like, fuck. Where are you guys going out selling what I teach? Go fucking bring it to people. And to those who say I charge money for this, it's been free the whole 12 years. The whole system was free in my videos every second of every day. Had you studied it, watched it, written it down, looked up what it meant, you'd have your fucking freedom, you fucking assholes. So the reason I'm an asshole now is I gave the best of myself to everyone my whole life. I stood up for every stranger I met. I helped women getting raped in the streets. I've been thanked by the Crown. I've been a top producer for hundreds of companies around the world. I've been trained by all these corporations, how everything works, how security interest works. I was a natural gas broker. I understand all of that. And the reason you guys are suckers is you fall for false wounds. They create a false womb around you, whether that's your sporting team, whether that's sending your kids to public school, whether that's the job you go to
Meek says he got arrested. Good, he can finally get the help he needs. Hopefully.
every day to be a fucking own dumbass idiot who's getting taxed out of most of your money. Okay? Whatever you're doing, if you don't understand your rights, you're a fucking idiot. And you don't even care. Okay? Many of you won't buy membership. I spent a fortune developing this. The shit's not free. It never was. And I made it free for you out of my kindness. Some people gave gifts. Thank you to those who did. Right? Within that, though, you should all be giving gifts. You should all be funding what we're doing. And the fact you don't proves you're fucking dumb.
It's imagine going on camera and being like, I deserve all your money, and if you don't give it to me, you're an idiot. Like, It's an interesting strategy. I don't think it'll work.
Even the people who step up to help. You step up on your terms. I'm the one with the plan. You all come to me for help, and then you get upset when I tell you you're going the wrong direction. When I did the first show, you asked me on again. You just called me and told me to go on the show. I told you I needed prep time. You didn't respect that. I need time to prepare what you guys need to know if I'm doing a fucking interview. Right? That's why I got mad. And everyone, when we were doing the Freedom event, I did all the work. 80% of it. So yeah, we were running it, myself and then you guys pull bitch and won't fucking do it because you gotta come to our house for the fucking meetings. Fuck you! You and you piece of shit overpriced fucking weed. Fuck you growing your weed illegally, piece of shit. Every one of you who fucking doesn't help me, I'm gonna fuck up your worlds by bringing you to legal account. All of you, you won't fucking help me? Fuck you too. I have the plan and you fucking doubt me? I've known you since we were 14. Have I ever been full of shit a day in my fucking life? You were my tenant and you moved out without notice and I was fucking homeless because of you.
Couldn't you occupy the place that you were renting to them? How are you homeless if you had a place you were renting to someone? If they moved out, couldn't you move into the place that they moved out of?
Right? And also, I lost my fucking son because wanted to be a fucking bar star, a fucking whore, instead of staying home and raising her fucking kid. Because I stood up for my son and us having two parents at home, fucking gave him a fake fucking name at the hospital and they all lied to me about it. I went to work when they signed the certificate. I asked my mom and dad to come to the hospital when my son was born and they wouldn't even fucking come because they're alcoholics. Because they didn't come, I was able to fucking give my son the wrong fucking name. And that was part of her plan to steal him from me because she called CFS on her own daughter after she told her my understanding to go look for an apartment. And she called CFS, said that had abandoned our son and fucking took him. And then she blackmailed that if she didn't sign over all of her rights, she'd never see our son again. Then I got served with papers from CFS that never even contacted me to see if I wanted to raise my fucking son. And I was not able to go get him because CFS was protecting him with them, even though they're fucking piece of shit parasites. I would have raised my son way fucking better, but I was never given the chance. When you fucking bring up the fact that I let you take him, I thought you were gonna come back to me. You came back to me, we spent a week together, I proposed to you. I had my natural gas brokering lined up so we could earn $700 a day by working 2 hours to take care of our kid. But you went and decided to be the fucking whore going to the bar. And yeah, I cheated on you when you were pregnant because you were a lying cunt who told me rent was coming and you lied about everything, so I did that to break up with you.
So he cheated on his alleged child's mother. Great.
And I was gonna forgive you.
You were gonna forgive her because you cheated on her?
When you allegedly got raped, I fucked you afterwards. I made love to you and I didn't care if I was getting fucking AIDS or anything from who allegedly murdered or raped you and shit.
I forgot that was in this video. Holy fucking shit. What the fucking fuck?
Okay,
Sorry about that. I would have trigger warninged. I did not remember that was in this video. God damn.
I was there for you in every fucking way, and your whole family turned your back on me over that knife fight. You and that fucking loser you were living with in that foster home, his girlfriend or friend who was a girl, a guy beat her up, and I went with you guys to back you up to kick his ass. Okay? He pulled a knife, he stabbed me, I defended myself with a knife, and you all blame me. This has been my whole fucking life. To everyone in the Maples where I stood up for you when we were teens and you turned your back on me, fuck you. When you came to my house with Rod and all those guys to jump me, fuck you. I remember you, bitch. All of you who ever turned your back on me as a teenager, fuck you. I have been the solid for everybody in my whole fucking life, including God and freedom when I learned what the fuck it is. And to the people out there, if you don't understand that the nation state is a corporation, you're a fucking SEC.gov. Go look it the fuck up. And if you don't, fuck you. From every soldier who ever died for your freedom, fuck you. To everyone choosing legal jobs and public school and your job, your citizen job, fuck you. I would have never said the N-word a day in my life when I was younger. Ever. But
Sure.
when I became a badass motherfucker on the streets with crews, I got my card. Okay? I got that permission. I am the hardcore fucker where if you want to fight with me over that, you lay hands on me, I'll fucking kill you. I say whatever the fuck I want. Freedom of speech is allowed, and if you take action to harm me beyond that, you're the fucking criminal, not me. So fuck you. I wish everyone were more honest. I say the N-word, but I'm not a racist. If you're black, brown, white, yellow, purple, green, I don't give a fuck. Are you smart? Can you do the job?
You can't use racial slurs, or any slur for that matter, and use it as a general derogatory and act as though it's not still attached to the original meaning of that word. That is not how it works.
I fucking hire you for.
I don't even know, do I need to explain that to anyone? I think it's pretty self-evident why that doesn't work.
And at this point, I'm not even hiring people. You go learn my course, found your society, go teach others. I'm a fucking miracle. Most of you could never find a lawyer to do an identity document. I fucking did that. To all the people calling me lies and shit, to whoever's laughing at me right fucking now, fuck you, you fucking goof. Back in the day, I
Got me. I'm a goof.
would have kicked the fuck out of you. And now that I'm peaceful, here's my fucking lawyer notarized identity fucking document. Motherfucker.
Yeah, I had to blur that. I had to cover that because he basically doxed himself.
In repute for 20 plus years. She's been around for fucking ever. Okay? Affidavit of identity. That's her affidavit to my fucking identity, you fucking idiots.
Again, none of that means anything. Basically, he wrote his own bullshit document that says he's not a citizen but still gets every right of a citizen and the laws and taxes don't apply to him, and then he had it notarized. Having something notarized doesn't make it true. It just means that someone saw you sign that legally. Like, I could draw a little happy picture of a snowman and then have it notarized, but it's not going to mean anything. It just means I signed it, and I can legally prove that I signed it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, you guys are a scam. Fuck you. Okay? I'm not showing the fucking account number. Peacemaker Society, motherfucker. And we're unregistered, unincorporated, a sovereign association bank account. So I'm not a 501c, I'm not a corporation, I'm not any of that. Also, since I got into this, I don't take money from the legal system. I fucking beat it. I'm not nice to any legal agent. Swing Kids, the movie. When you make their life easier, you help them. That's how Nazis took over, you dumb fucks. This year, everyone's fucked. And it's going to get worse. But food shortages are coming. And the Great Reset, they're supposed to take all your property. And if you guys don't know, when you registered it, you gave up title, idiots. Called hypothecate. Look up a Black's Law Dictionary. And that's the jargon lawyers use to rule you. So maybe fucking read the book. Give up your sports. Give up your booze. Give up being the assholes you currently fucking are. I did. Yes, I'm an asshole verbally now, but in action, I'm a good guy every fucking day. I don't fuck people up anymore. I don't beat them up.
He's a Canadian talking about 501c. Yeah, he seems to think that everything is a United States corporation, including Canada. It's a whole thing.
I don't associate with gangs or bikers, okay?
You just talked about how you used to hang out with them all the time.
If you're any kind of piece of shit and you come near me, I'll fuck up your world. I became the good guy, and yeah, I used to be a bad fucking man. I had good silver lining in there. I didn't murder, I didn't rape, I didn't that shit. But think Italian mob, that was my mentality. I figured whole legal system's out to fuck you, fuck them. I didn't trust politicians, I didn't vote, I didn't any of that shit. And if you did, you're a dumbass. Punk ass bitch, little bitch from school, hall monitor motherfucker, you're those fucking losers. And worked for the court system, and she supports it fully, even though she left it. When I brought this up to them, she attacked me. She told me she's gonna get judges after me and shit. Fuck that bitch! Every judge you know, fuck you. Fuck you. And laugh or whatever. These eyes, you know if they were in the same room with you, you'd shit yourself, you little fucking cunt. Fucking bitch ass, fucking nobody. And Eric, I saw your photos, you're a fat fuck. You think you're tough? I'd fucking destroy you. Fucking destroy you. The big guys, just so you guys know, I was a bouncer, at the Curtis. I'm fucking tough. I'm tough as they fucking come at. I'm 5'7", 150, and I can beat people that are 6'3", 6'7". Right? I use wrestling, I take you to the ground, then I beat your fucking ass before my oath. Now, again, I have an oath. But that's why I became an asshole. You guys are the fucking assholes. You won't even learn my fucking system. I spent the time, the money, the effort. I risked my life. I've been to court. I've been on Winnipeg Top 10 Most Wanted. You all won't suffer for your...
And then he wound up on Manitoba's Most Wanted, and that's his most recent arrest.
freedom for a second. And that's why, fuck you, you deserve what's coming. So, again, I will have marketing teams out sometime in the future when I feel like it, but I fucking hate all of you, and the way I came to hate you is my mom and dad abandoned me. My sisters don't give a fuck if you all die. Every gangster I ever knew is a little bitch. You're a fat fucking cunt tub of shit loser. I didn't want you to join to fuck with cops. I wanted...
Argonian Bum says, and I can jump higher than you. I also have 300 skateboards and can ollie off your house.
You to join because you're supposed to be a leader in your community. You're allegedly Indigenous. You allegedly care about your people. You fat fucking bitch. Fuck you! All these people were supposed to help me and they all turned into cowards. And that's why I don't respect any of you, because you're all fucking cowards. I am an asshole, but I'm the asshole that could get the job done. I'm a miracle. None of you could even pull this off on your fucking own. Again, there might be the odd individual out there who's a fluke, but I'm in the top percentage of smart, badass motherfuckers who got the job done. So that's how come I got bitter. I also had staff try and blackmail me. Fucking that piece of shit, if anyone knows him, tried blackmailing me. That's why I wound up on Winnipeg Top 10 Most Wanted, because when he tried blackmailing me, I reminded him, I'm not going to do anything to you, but I know where you live, idiot. And he still tried blackmailing me. I could have that fucker shot in the head if I wanted. I didn't, and I didn't even threaten that. But he's a fucking goof.
Alpaca Scent says, so basically he was a career criminal that simply found a different crime to hustle and hid it behind a lot of sophistry and crazy. Basically, yeah.
He was hired on commission, and when pay didn't come fast enough, he tried blackmailing me. And that's what derailed our office, along with that fucking bitch. I can't remember her name right now. But she knew my ex, who works for the Department of National Defense and lives at...
He straight up gives out an address there.
She still works for Department of National Defense, and she's helping house the soldiers that are going to come fucking kill you guys and force vaccinate you and shit. And fuck you. They had 3 years to come on board. She helped a little bit, but she decided to be the fucking coward she is and stay a citizen and help the system kill y'all. She says we're not real, even though she helped us open our bank accounts, and she decided to leave after 6 years and abandon us and you guys. To all the people I hired, I've hired thousands of people, thousands, to fucking help me who didn't fucking help. Fuck y'all too, y'all judgmental fucking pieces of shit. And all of you who think you have the right to judge me, fuck you. I'm your superior in every way, and if you judge me in person, I'd fucking end you before my oath. And now... you just wouldn't get near me anyway. So, again, I'm doing this all for historical purposes. I know most of you watching this, it isn't going to help you because you're too stupid to look up or understand what the fuck I said. But I want you to understand, to the people I did mention, I'm going to destroy all of you one day. When my money comes, there will be no fucking mercy, and any legal habits you have or anything in the legal system you enforce, I'm going to fucking destroy you. Starting with...
I feel like I'm in a list here somewhere, because he knew I existed and he commented angrily on my videos about him. In one of these videos, he outright calls me out. I don't remember which one, though.
All of you, fuck you. As long as I live, I'd be very fucking afraid of the shitstorm I'm gonna unveil on you. And to all you who think the legal system's good, Epstein Island, the pedophilia shit, that's the legal system, motherfuckers. The Pope, pedophile, legal system, motherfuckers. He's the Roman emperor to this day, and Canada is a bankrupt nation state, pledges title to the crown. The USA went bankrupt in 33-2. United States of America is Washington District of Columbia. Canada Inc. is SEC.gov, registered Washington District of Columbia. That's a District of Columbia corporate jurisdiction ruled from Columbia, you fucking morons. Real tired of explaining this shit. And to Hannah, whatever that cunt's name is.
Oh, there it is.
Anyone else who criticizes me, you're fully fucking liable, and we're gonna come after you. And
he never did. Sad face.
because you don't know law, it doesn't even have to be for what you said about me. I'm just gonna look into how you operate your life, and you're technically incorrect a million ways, all of you, and my administrators can lien you, bill you, and it's not paper.
That would be a felony. False liens are a felony. Just so you know, Marcel. I think you got enough of those already.
For terrorism, if you commit a crime, you're liable under natural law and common law, motherfucker, and my private law. So the reason I'm an asshole is because you're all useless cunts. You fucking losers. Even that guy from Detroit Threat Management's a punk bitch. That's why I called him the N-word, because he said if he had to challenge Clinton, he'd sign a letter and that's it. He's not going to stand up to cops for you. And if you think he is, you're an idiot. Enjoy getting killed.
I didn't consent to be sued, so we can't do anything about it. That's true. Marcel, if you ever get out and you see this, I don't consent to any legal action against me, and then you think that's how it works, right? So, I'm good.
I'm the leader in this, you guys, and if you can't see that, you're fucking dumb. Dumb as shit. No one else is going to give up what they love. No one else is going to pay for your freedom for you. I paid for your freedom, eh? I paid for it all. It's all sitting here. The videos are free on YouTube still until I take them down. You dumb fuck. 12 years it's all been free.
He has been arrested, yes.
And if you haven't heard of us yet, blame your friends. I've hit critical mass a few times, and y'all choose not to share my shit? Fuck you! You fucking own piece of shit garbage motherfucker. I fucking hate all of you. Seriously. And I'm not talking about the strangers. If you're worth your salt, let me know. But to all the people I knew, fuck you. Fucking everyone. Fuck all of you. You see me around, step up and tell me how you feel about what I just said, and I'll show you how I fucking feel. All of you who think you have something to say to me, trust me, if you were in front of me, you'd be shitting your fucking pants. Look in these...
Probably! Unstable people who threaten me in front of me are scary. I agree, Marcel. Why do you want to be that person?
Eyes and see the wrath of God, motherfucker. See a dad who lost his son. See a scorned son.
By the way, if the Canadian police need any of this, hit me up. I'll send it to you.
Whose parents are all still alive and never called.
Does anyone know how to contact the prosecutors of Marcel Bessette so I can send this?
See a man who had thousands of friends who would all rather sell out than be the right fucking stand-up thing you...
Because I have the whole, like, unedited version without my edits, if they wanted it. Mr. Whiskers says Marcel is like Michael Keaton as Bruce Wayne, but if Bruce Wayne was poor.
Motherfuckers. Even the town I live in now, I explain this shit to people. They keep operating their businesses. Chamber of Commerce, when I joined, I explained this to businesses. They don't give a fuck. They just want to make money off you assholes. And they're going to keep doing it too. Keep shopping at Walmart. I've never shopped at Walmart a day since I learned my fucking freedom. Those are the concentration camps too, eh? They put barbed wire around the top when FEMA comes. Again, here they built their own concentration camps, but if you don't know your freedom, fuck you. And if you're not helping Peacemaker Society, fuck you. If you haven't founded your own society, fuck you. And you think I'm an asshole, you're the asshole. I'm the guy who fucking did everything it took from the moment I found out about freedom to save it, and you're the ones who haven't done shit. Fuck you. I spent every penny, I made everything happen. So go fuck yourself. And to anyone who thinks I did this for money, I paid for all of this. Your money didn't help for shit. I put it into programs, and I've never needed your fucking money. Your selfish ass is the one who's selfish, not me. Fuck you. So that's why Marcel, the founder of Bessette, became an asshole, and you can all go fuck yourself if you don't like it, because you honestly should be put down instead of me even explaining this shit. And historically, to the people coming, fighting for freedom, keep it up, do a good job, and anyone who gets in your way, fuck them. Take my solidness and unleash it on their fucking face. Later, guys. Bye.
Please don't unleash anything on my face. Oh my god. So that's video number 1. Oh my epic god. Guys, it's the best one. It's the cape. It's the cape video.
Hello everyone, it is Marcel of the family Bessette from Peacemaker Society, and as you guys can...
Hold on, let me play this with VLC. Actually, I prefer VLC. Much better.
Hello everyone, it is Marcel of the family Bessette from Peacemaker Society, and as you guys can see, we're doing a little bit of a different video today. So this is going to be a weekly update on how things are going.
It was not a weekly update. He did this one video and then didn't continue the weekly update.
I'm going to do one every week, and I'm going to be shaming a few people in this video. So now that things are officially launching, I waited 6 years to get people organized and for things to get ready where we could get these out. So now we're getting them out. I have people around the world. I have people in Switzerland. I have people throughout the States, throughout Canada. We have people in Saskatchewan, Alberta, Manitoba, Ontario, a bunch of places putting these out. They're the local community freedom leaders, and they're going to keep...
You guys have no idea how much I want, like, these pamphlets and, like, door hangers and stuff as, like, memorabilia of the crazy.
putting info like this out along with our membership group.
Do I have the video where he broke the beaver dam? I'm actually not sure. I didn't download it, I don't think. Although it's possible I have it somewhere. But it might be on one of his channels that still exists. I'm not sure.
Brochures, different rights information on why police are a criminal fraud, all that stuff. We have all kinds of inbound customer service. So if you call 1-855-767-6606. Yeah, 1-8.
Yeah, there was a beaver dam on his property, and instead of, like, to be fair, like, the beaver dam was something that maybe needed to be taken care of, and the beavers needed to be, like, moved to a new area or something. Because it was, like, you know, it was damming up a river, and it would have changed the local, like, I get it. But if you're gonna do that, you should just call animal services, and they'll come and professionally move the beavers somewhere that's better for them and won't affect, you know, the local area so much. He just kept breaking down the dam himself, which is a shit move, and is just gonna kill the beavers, probably, in the long run. Umatsa, thanks for 10 months. Isn't, destroying a beaver dam illegal? I think it's not great. I don't know what Canadian provincial law is on that.
855-767-6606. That'll get you someone live that you can get your membership. Basically, we are doing a peaceful, hostile takeover of corporations posing as government. So the government you have...
A peaceful, hostile takeover of Canada and the United States is what he is saying. He wants to peacefully conquer North America. All right.
Have right now, we're taking it over. We're going to get 50% of the local community, each suburb, each city, to sign up for membership, and then we will be the majority government.
What a genius, stupid idea. Like, that's the stupidest, like, idea ever, but it's the kind of thing someone who's really stupid, who thinks they're really smart, comes up with. Like, people are governed by consent, so if we can just convince 51% of the population to be on our side, we're de facto the government. Like, I guess in theory? Kind of not something you can set out to do, though, easily, right?
At that point, our infrastructure comes in. As we're doing this, food programs, advocacy, our own peace force, not carrying guns, not carrying anything that's going to cause lethal harm. You can't do it. We are bringing a complete de jure system, and let me be very clear, I am at war with anyone and anything that stands against freedom. Now, I'm going to publicly shame a whole bunch of people today. So you guys heard a little while back we had Lorna, our so-called law expert. Now, she's very smart in law, but this is a problem that a lot of smart people become really useless when it's time to act. So let's go to share screen. Basically, I have told the Indigenous nations that came to join us to take a hike.
I had to zoom in on this part because he, like, doxes people's accounts and stuff in the full, like, but I just zoomed in on his little thing in the corner, so you can't see who he's doxing, basically.
I have also, so let's go to, which one do we want to do here first? Let's go to Facebook here first. So I'm just going to show you guys here. I message people every day that
no, there's no... Well, I might have a video we haven't seen, but there are no new videos. This is just us looking through his greatest hits before he inevitably fades into the background of the history of our stream. Wanted to go over him one more time. Unless he gets out and starts making new content, which would be pretty funny.
I've known my whole life on what's happening. Okay, let's move that over there. Okay, so let's go here. I'm going to talk about a few people, some of the people that I watch and study. So Odessa, she has Liberty Talks. Odessa. So within that, this lady, she does good podcasts. It's not like she doesn't, but she was just talking about how people need to stand up and get their kids, stand up to the teachers and principals at their schools. You shouldn't even be sending your kids to school. Odessa, she says she can't take her kid out because her ex will take her to court. F your ex.
Okay, but then she'll be taken to court.
You're a pussy and you're selling out your kids and they're being made to wear masks every day. Claim your sovereign rights. Have me on your show. I'll teach you how. Or don't have me on your show, but go learn it anyway. So anyway, you guys can see here, I message her time after time about all this, how to claim your rights, and she keeps talking about stupid crap. She brings some good stuff to light, like she brings up the worms and masks, and yeah, that's good, but aside from that, you're not claiming your rights. You're a waste of time. And this is why people are stupid. Your parents are stupid. If you're working a job, you're stupid. If you work for the legal system, you're stupid. When I was 14, I started studying the Rockefellers, the Carnegies. I got into sales, business, finance, being an entrepreneur. That's what matters.
How does he expect entrepreneurship to work if no one is willing to work with you or for you? Like, just by definition, not everyone can be an entrepreneur because some people need to work the jobs that you are investing in. Doesn't really make sense.
Okay. To all my own friends and family, I'm going to go through all of you here. Let's talk about this. Let's go through my list here. People I message every single day to claim their rights, okay? He's great. He's standing up, but he hasn't founded a sovereign society, so he's a waste of time! You know how pissed off I am watching you guys all fucking waste every goddamn day? Anyway, another thing about Lorna out of Alaska, Copperhead, Alaska. She doesn't believe in God.
Yeah, he's a sovereign citizen.
You can't found a society if you don't believe in God, moron.
That's just objectively untrue.
The other thing is we were just starting.
I also love that the Peacemaker Society logo for his thing, which is right here, by the way. I understand it's like a peace symbol, but also with a stick figure guy in it. But it just looks like a stick figure with a huge dick.
I was getting the proposals ready for the people of the salmon, and I gave her 5 days to get me the audio to transcribe, and she didn't send it. She wouldn't send it.
Neat, their logo is Hunter Biden.
Now, how am I supposed to work with somebody who can't deliver to a deadline if we're going to take on hundreds and thousands of cases going after the residential school system, trying to get kids out of care?
No, it's a stick figure in a nice dress. Hey, whatever you see it as, that's great. To me, it's a big dick.
Yeah, right. You showed me you're an idiot. Your daughter... I was paying her $60 an hour. That's what I paid. I paid a company $70 an hour, but they would get a door hanger done from nothing in a half hour to an hour. This chick took 3 to 4 hours to add a phone number. Lorna's daughter is a moron.
Casca Shante 1500, thanks for subscribing.
She did a good job, but she took 10 times how long it should take to do it. And then on top of that, I couldn't pay her via e-transfer. I had to send her a check. Okay, and then after her mom pulled idiot, I told her I was going to cancel the check, which I didn't, but I said I would. Now, I've waited a month for this chick to cash this check. I'm still waiting. Hasn't gone through the account. It's sitting there as an outstanding debt. This is why we do e-transfer. And this moron couldn't even set up e-transfer. That's why I had to do the check. So I'm trying to compensate somebody who's stupid, doing a bad job, overcharging me. And this is where most people to me are dead weight. Now I've found a good team. I have people. I have an amazing sales manager. I'm going to show you guys. I have people around the world. I'm going to show you what good attitudes look like. And this goes for my ex as well. First of all, she's the mother of my son. Let's get a nice photo of her so you guys can see her.
Again, this is why he zoomed in. He shows pictures of a bunch of people and doxes them. That's what's zoomed in.
She works at a hospital right now, helping murder people with COVID vaccines, which again, I'm going to show you guys our website. And you see this behind me? Here, anyway, I'll show you guys that after. This is the mother of my son, whatever name he's going by, and these
who is a minor at the time of this video.
Assholes lied to me about the name of my son from the hospital because my own... Anyway, I'm not getting into my life stuff. This is a weekly update. These are people from my personal life that I message almost every day, week after week, who won't claim their rights. You're a fucking coward, you piece of shit. Odessa, claim your rights, you moron, asshole, motherfucker. This is the bitch who stole my fucking son. So this is, I message her every day too, even though she stole my kid. I'm still trying to save this idiot. Okay, so let's go here. Let's get some nice photos. So here's my son when he was little, and this bitch stole him from me. Yeah, she stole my kid. Fuck her. That bitch right there, if you know, fuck her, wall of shame for life. To this day, I don't know my fucking son because of that cunt.
Good for her. She made the right choice, clearly. I hope that kid's okay.
Because she took him through CFS because she lied. That's my beautiful son. That's... I love that dude, and he hasn't seen me since he was 6 months old. And I reach out all the time!
It probably means he doesn't want to talk to you, Marcel.
I'm gonna fucking take over this government.
My son won't talk to me. It's time to put on my cape and take over the government.
Fuck you, all legal agents. You take my kid, I'm gonna fucking end you. Like 300. You think you're gonna fuck around? I don't think so anymore. I'm organizing Sovereign Nights. We're coming. I'm taking over 50% every motherfucking neighborhood on this fucking planet. And the people coming are gonna murder all of you. Right? So this is... Fuck that fucking bitch. Who runs Liberty Talks. Don't support her till she claims or founds a sovereign society. All of you who think sovereignty is out there, you're a fucking moron. Let's go to this asshole and his fucking wife. This fucking cunt who works for the law courts back in the day. She doesn't now, but this is a bitch I went to high school with who almost put me in jail for 3 years for pot. Fuck you both! I'm taking over, motherfuckers! 50%! I close 40% of people first time through a neighborhood. So that means twice through a neighborhood, we're the...
They all died at the end of 300. Yeah, I know. Bittergrin says, Mom probably just showed the kid some of Dad's videos. That poor fucking kid.
Majority government, motherfuckers.
If Marcel's kid ever sees this, if you want to talk about it, we can. I have nothing but the utmost, like, sympathy for you and your mom's situation. If you ever want to, like, vent about it and talk to people, that's cool. If you don't want it to be, like... It doesn't have to be on stream, is what I'm saying. If you ever just want to be like, holy shit, my dad's crazy. I get it, kid. I get it.
And to people who think people aren't going to join, the more the system kills y'all, the easier it is for me to take the fuck over. And I'm the only one competent to do it. I understand industry, all of that. I know I need to calm down today, you guys. I'm all fired the fuck up. I'm a warrior, and I hate using words. I'd rather go fucking fight like 300, but I'm bringing systems. My systems are what's going to conquer. All these fucking assholes talking shit. Fucking bullshit. Claim your fucking rights, you fucking sellout. This is some bitch who's supposed to be solid. Fat fucking cunt mama. Let's call her that. Okay, I've been reaching out to this bitch for 11 years. I've known her for over 15. Okay? Here's her fucking answer to me teaching her fucking freedom. And this is what everyone does. Oh, and her address is... If anyone wants to go fucking talk to her about not giving a fuck. Okay, this fucking fat bitch. I used to help run crews and shit. Okay. So this is me teaching her about slavery. She has enough going on, doesn't care. I don't give a shit, you're wrong. Fuck you, no I'm not! Do you know how hard it is watching all these people I know get fucking murdered? Y'all think I'm full of shit? Fuck you, let's go to my website here. Hold on, let's shame a few more motherfuckers first. You're all going on the wall of shame. All these fucking cunts I know, you're all going on the wall of shame. We're coming to your door, you fucking asshole motherfuckers. This is the woman I dated for the last 6 years, everybody. She thinks I'm too much of an asshole to help. She won't stand up to any of you because she's worried when I go...
You genuinely hope he gets help in prison? I do, too. He is clearly got imbalances. Like, this is more than just, like, developmental, like personality disorder issues. This really feels like a chemical imbalance thing. I think he needs to be medicated.
People don't support me anymore. I'm the one supporting this fucking bitch the last 6 fucking years. She's the one who won't fucking help you people. Motherfuckers. Her kids won't help you, and then they're gonna judge me? Fuck you. Fuck you. Anthony fucking whatever your fucking last name is. Your fucking kid. Bella, fuck you. Neither of it. When I met Dolores, okay? When I met Dolores, I told her, oh yeah, that's right, I blocked her fucking ass. So when I met her, I told her, you help my society or you're not in my fucking life. Period. If you want to be in my life, you have to fucking help. And she pulled coward all the way fucking through. Wouldn't fucking produce results when it came time to do it. And as far as whatever the fuck his fucking name is, let's go to fucking Outlook. Sorry I'm swearing lots, you guys. Things are going great. Just so you guys know, things are going absolutely fantastic.
Sounds like it, Marcel. I'm glad to hear that.
I gave up my whole life 12 years ago. Everything. And I'm going to hostile take over this government, guaranteed, peacefully and lawfully, because they're criminals. And to anyone who's too stupid to see that, fuck you. You want to keep voting strangers in to rule your community? You're a fucking moron. But you're a dumb shit. So fuck you, that's why I'm taking over. And the more stupid and dumb all of you prove yourselves to be, and not all of you, some of you are smart, the ones helping us are smart. I'm talking about the retards that resist us.
Ooh, sorry, should have bleeped that.
So I put here, you were...
Not Twitch TOS or anything, just not something great. Stone Corbell says, the swearing doesn't really bother me, it's the screaming and slurs, yeah.
Very nice, so keep the money as a gift. I live in Canada, make lots of money, consider it goodwill from Peacemaker Society. If you ever want to put door hangers in your area on rights, email me, thank you, send me a gig, blah, blah, blah. Hi, Marcel, thank you for being understanding. So I gave her a great review, 5 stars, you know, she did great, she was nice, and she didn't actually have to do any work. But she was so sweet and understanding, and I didn't want to hurt her. I paid her anyway. So to all the people who think I'm some kind of a-hole, I'm actually overcoming a bunch of a-holes. So no, I'm not the a-hole. Now let's go to my messages here. So Hallis, this is my sales manager. He's the man. This guy is awesome. So this guy has a background in banking. Okay, he has a background in law. He's been an associate at a law firm for a long time. And he's in the 2nd or 3rd degree of law school. And he, upon talking to...
Moira Soma says, this is all I can think of. Oh god, what is it?
Alphabetically. Adbarkian, Abacanesia who?
Funny. That's all I can play.
I mean, knew what this was. You guys can watch his video online. And to all the people who think I'm some loser begging you, I don't care if you help us or not. If you don't learn your rights, you're dead. And we're taking over anyway, so anyone not helping doesn't matter. And every legal citizen is criminally liable for participating in that system. We're dropping off notice to your doors. 6 months to a year from now, I'm going to litigate every fucking one of you if you don't learn your rights. I'm putting your names public. I'm putting your addresses public. Until you learn your rights, you are my fucking enemy and we are at fucking war. Found a society. Rebel News, found a society, or fuck you, I'm coming for you too. All these motherfuckers who don't do this fucking job are all gonna answer to me. 1 million members at $50 a month is $50 million a month. You feel me? This is Chole. They're running our social media. Okay? Is the loser who said he was gonna come on and then bailed because he's a little cunt.
He likes the C
and
word.
Anyone, this is Whitney.
And he doesn't say it in a fun Australian way. He says it in the angry North American way.
This is someone who I was going to have do work, but then again I canceled it because of Lorna.
He says it in the way that has sexist overtones, which is unfortunate.
And David.
Because the C word is pretty fun when it's used in sort of the Australian or New Zealand way. You know, there's a light, there's like a, it doesn't feel as sexist. But God, when Marcel does it feel fucking misogynistic?
Of the people of the South.
Why was he arrested? Threatening the life of the mayor? Like a supervillain? He told a bunch of people the mayor's address and told them to go do things to him. The specifics of which I'm not going to get into.
Yeah, that's what they're called. Who cares? Whatever. And something else, you know, when I got together with David and I was going to do that work, at first they seemed really honorable. Then at one point I was on a conversation with him. He didn't even tell me anyone else was on the phone. And I have some woman who wouldn't even identify herself picking on me for swearing. Fuck you, I swear! Anyway, I took it upon myself to try and change that out of how I had offended them.
To be clear, when I edited this, months and months, maybe a year ago, whenever I edited this originally for the first time we watched it, I took the audio and I took the parts where he yells, I already reduced the amplitude. So this is after me already making it quieter because he was blowing out the mic with his yells, to be clear. Clearly I didn't do it enough. Apologies. Chromatic Cuttlefish says, you mean like this, Hannah? Oh, God.
Come on, you old cunt. We're going on an adventure.
How about get fucked, mate?
How about you're a wanker?
Whoa, what the bloody hell's that? I think it's a bin chicken. Mate,
Hydrate.
it's fucking purple.
Well, maybe it's a gay bin chicken. Get fucked. Oh, yeah, mate, I'm a fucking dog, eh? Woof, woof.
Bloody what?
Woof, woof, cunt.
Get fucked.
Fucking woof, woof, cunt.
Bloody what?
Bloody fucking said woof, cunt.
But then I get a message from Jacqueline, this woman we're supposed to advocate for, totally tying into David that he's a loser, that he's taking her money, that he's making her feel uncomfortable in her home, that he's not honoring their traditions. So fuck David. Something that I learned, as much as I love Indigenous people, I come from the streets, Winnipeg downtown. So Big Mama, that fat fucking cunt I was just talking
Warning for racism against Indigenous peoples. He gets really racist against Indigenous peoples here in a sec, I think, if I remember correctly, so bear that in mind. The story behind this, if you don't know, was that Marcel had teamed up with a group of Indigenous people who he had conned into his con, in my opinion. And then, of course, as time went on, which usually happens, they kind of figured out that he's full of shit and separated themselves from him. Hopefully they went out and looked for, you know, advocacy for their rights in a real place with real activists who can actually help them. And he's really mad at them about that.
Okay, people like that, where they steal from me all the fucking time, where they're a bunch of coke. So Big Mama, she's a coke and crackhead, has been forever.
Hats off. Okay, what would you like me to wear for the hats off? Flower crown? Fuck yes.
She's a fucking addict. She won't step up to help her people, but sits there and says she's all proud of being Indigenous and shit. Fuck that fucking loser bitch. Same thing with everyone who's not founding a society. For 12 years, I've been talking to that cunt. All these people that don't claim your rights, fuck every one of you. Fuck everyone from my past. Fuck Dolores for fucking talking shit about me. I'm right. Any of you who stands against me is a fucking Judas who would have hung Jesus. Okay, you would have been the one pushing the spear. Jesus was a freedom fighter, regardless of the religious shit. Okay, I don't support most of the Bible. There's some good stuff in it, but most religion is full of shit. Okay, evil wins when good people do nothing, and all these people you're seeing here are all people doing fucking nothing. You know what? All men should be able to go kill anyone who takes their fucking kid, and everyone who touched me or my kid and took him is lucky to this day I have an oath or you'd be fucking dead, motherfuckers. God speaks to me. And just so you guys know, the reason I get so mad...
The adjustment of the cape. See, this is why evil villains having capes, like Darth Vader, is unrealistic. Because I've worn capes. You do feel the need to adjust them. And no one can look intimidating while they're adjusting a fucking cape. I'm just saying.
At the public, okay? I'm on your side. I'm the guy sticking up to the elites when they say you guys deserve this, and I say they're wrong. The longer I do this job, the more they prove for most of you they're right. Now, in my case, I'm smart. I've been studying law and finance, global markets, entrepreneurialism, corporations, law, how it all fucking works. Since I was 14, I used to laugh at people and say, I'm going to buy up your business and have you fired and destroy you when I get older. Now, I thought that was just going to be by being like a corporate takeover shark, where you buy a business, take it apart, make the money. But now I'm going to take apart this fucking corporate government, hostile takeover. Again, 4 out of 10 people are assailed the first.
Who is this guy? You feel like you missed a lot of lore with the title. You definitely did. And sorry, Purple Nickel. I'll get to yours. How about like this? Oh, there was a link. So what you missed with Marcel is that he's a sovereign citizen. So someone who basically thinks... It's loud. Basically someone who thinks the law doesn't apply to him. And he threatens and doxes everyone around him constantly. So we've been watching him. Hey, the Surfs, thanks for a raid. Lance, I appreciate it. Hope you had a good stream. I'm Hannah. I'm a leftist variety streamer. We talk about all sorts of stuff. God, why am I blanking on this? I'm always so bad at the intro to raids. I look at all sorts of stuff. Conspiracy theory, debunking, and making fun of it, looking at chuds and all sorts of crazy stuff. We just got done with a series where we looked at almost 700 MAGA terrorist threats from the internet, just to get a line on exactly where the rhetoric is going and stuff like that. Conspiracy bingo days are always fun. Today we're looking at the best of Marcel Bessette, who is a sovereign citizen, basically a guy who thinks that the law doesn't apply to him, and he got arrested today. So we're kind of celebrating that after threatening the mayor of Winnipeg with like a violence, he got arrested. He did a video some months ago, like 6 months ago, where he told his followers to go and do violent actions to the mayor, and he doxed where the mayor lived. So anyway, he's been on the run from the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. You get it. So give me a follow. I'm funny, damn it. Someone sent this video. Let's check it out real quick. That's incredibly loud. Holy ball sacks. Northern Ice Dragon, thanks for following. Rage Weapon, thank you for following as well. Honsk.
You're a cunt.
That's not bad. Alright, back to Marcel. This is Marcel. He wears a cape. He thinks he's going to take over the entire world. Literally.
Time through, get you out of debt, get you out of taxes, give you a title to your house, car, and kids back. People like Lorna and Robert, their system, they're full of shit. They're fucking full of shit. The reason Robert is full of shit is he supports corporations being able to give you orders, which is a lie. He's a citizen.
He thinks Canada and the United States are both private corporations that are registered in in Washington, D.C. So he thinks that Canada is secretly basically a vassal state of the United States and privately owned and operated.
Who's sitting there fucking, and he's white. Just so you know, this guy's white. Okay, this isn't racial. I say the N-word because people are owned.
Oh, warning, I edit these videos because he uses a lot of slurs, both racial and against LGBT people like myself. So I have edited these to bleep out all the times he says the N-word and the F-slur. But he does, you know, say mean shit. So just letting everyone know. Dr. Gamble, take over the world, Marcel. It's the of course clip.
Of course!
I've been on the internet too long.
And to all you citizens out there, you're gonna answer to my
I mean, we're halfway through the Marcel stream, Lily, so you didn't miss too much.
fucking law. All you cowards who won't improve, who won't learn money, who want to sit
Korea
there and not
Sloan,
give a
thanks
fuck,
for following.
right? And that's what I want everyone to understand. I'm the real deal. I get results done with no effort. It's easy for me. I do this full time. Most of these other people are half-ass motherfuckers. The other thing is I'm the only complete system globally that's for everybody, that's proven for 12 years. None of these people have infrastructure. They're not bringing infrastructure. They're bringing arguments with legal...
What infrastructure do you think you've built, Marcel? You're in front of a green screen wearing a cape.
Citizenship trying to...
Oh, the reason it's so blurry, by the way, is because I had to zoom in when I edited this because he's doxing a bunch of people in the full screen. He goes back to full screen later that's less, pixelated.
Justify themselves. I'm done justifying myself. My private security outranks police. Now,
That's not how that works. I mean, a cab, but still, that's not how that works.
the other thing is here on Kijiji, so people can see. I have people around Canada, all over the place.
Kijiji's like a place in Canada. It's a website where you can buy and sell stuff.
Find our ads, going out, putting out door hangers, and again, I have people here too. So I'm going to close these now for now. There we go. We've done the Facebook. Now let's go to peacemakersociety.org. Now, what you guys don't see are the thousands of people behind me that are working. So to the few assholes I make examples out of, you're the assholes. Fuck you. Right here.
Lily Love Stuff says, I have defeated Broha. Was he the stream boss? Hydrate.
Quarantine illegal. Doctors call bullshit on COVID. Lawyers prosecuting COVID scam globally. There's new Nuremberg trials coming. Everyone cooperating with this is going to jail. You're all fucked. And I guarantee it, again. Let's move that over here. So here you have our results, right? Franchise programs, advocacy, food programs, bringing all kinds of stuff, hiring globally. I have people calling right now, right? You heard the phone ringing. Those are people calling to apply or get membership.
He was running a
globally,
scam.
Results, contact us, 2021.
He was running what is, in my opinion, a scam where he was charging people like $500 a month or $10,000 up front for membership in his like sovereign society. It was just a way to get money from people, again, in my opinion.
Rates. So all we're doing, you guys, we drop these off, people sign up. And again, it's not like I have to convince rocket scientists. Most of you are pretty stupid.
That's an interesting strategy for getting new clients.
With all due...
To be clear, I don't even have to sell you guys. You're fucking idiots. That's my new strategy. I'd promote the hype train, but most of you are so fucking stupid, you'll do it anyway. Imagine if that was the attitude anyone had about anything.
Respect, you invested and wasted your time in stupid things, the legal system, movies, pop culture, all that crap. So I'm the payday now. Again, if you don't want to get vaccinated and you don't want these sovereign ID cards and all this crap, you're going to work with us one way or the other, or you work with someone we've trained. So local area freedom leaders, inbound closers, outbound closers, harm reduction, local franchise programs, food banks, greenhouses, rights patrols, door to door, my home is my freedom embassy membership, private law, freedom advocates. And just so you know, I have no qualms about kicking the shit out of police. If they touch me first, fucking rights, let's go. Let's get it the fuck on. And let's stop share here for a second. So to the people out there who think you can just do whatever you want, doesn't fucking matter. Okay, now this is not anything super fancy. I don't have a big sword going on here right now. Obviously, I'm not these guys, but this is what my sovereign knights are going to look like. Head to toe body armor, shields, rows. I'm trained in wrestling. Oh.
Is a phalanx gonna do a lot against heavily armed SWAT teams? Just checking. Raven says that's exactly the attitude Trump uses to his sycophants. And Raven says, if I just say buzzwords, these oafs will do whatever I say. He has so little respect for his audience, it's disgusting.
Oh, and if you want to be police when they have the...
Like, I can't even imagine. He has such disdain for everyone. Like, I enjoy coming on here and talking with you guys and getting to watch crazy stuff like this and talk about all the insane conspiracy theories that are brewing, especially politically and all sorts of that stuff. But I wouldn't do it if I didn't enjoy it. Why is he so disdainful of his audience?
Your shield, you drop levels, you grab behind the ankle. This is a wrestling move. You sweep down to a knee.
How did you get that close to the cop that you can sweep the ankle? So you're gonna go up to a cop, right up to him, fully armed police officer, you're gonna crouch down in front of him and wrestling move him. Like, you're gonna sweep the leg with your arm. I don't think that's gonna work out the way you're expecting, Marcel. No wonder he got arrested. He probably tried to grab the guy's leg when they found him.
Where they go to swing at you, you drop, grab an ankle, shoulder check their leg, their thigh. They fall back, then you're on them, then fuck them up! These fucking armed, unlawful, Freemason fucking goons They want to attack our people? Fuck you! I am going to stop you. My people are going to stop you. Warriors are going to stop you. The more the legal system pushes it, the more we're going to come with correct process. Defense of property, adverse possession, claim of right. Defense of property, Criminal Code of Canada. My private security is not criminally liable for using any amount of force to protect property held under claim of right.
We have no liability for attacking anyone, is basically what he just said, as long as we justify it by saying we were protecting someone's property. Steve with a Q says, gee, with all these moves, his arrest video must be cinematic. God, I hope we get an arrest video eventually. Wouldn't that be beautiful?
Even against legal agents like police, because they're a criminal fraud. The Vatican, you're going down, you satanic fucks. To all the people who doubt me, to all the people who insult me like you're better than me, fuck you, David, people of the salmon, Jacqueline, filing bullshit shit. And this is where I'm going back to, as much as First Nations are beautiful, most of you are alcoholic, parasitic, lazy motherfuckers.
Yep, there's the racism against Indigenous people I was talking about.
Most of you. Some of you are fucking beautiful, some of you are fighting the system, but most of your chiefs are selling you out. Your band councils sold you out. And if any of you think you actually own the land, you don't. You can lay claim through claim of right for the land you use. That is sovereignty. Now, another thing about... She said...
That's, if you came in from the raid, that's just the bleep I'm using because he doxes a bunch of people and stuff.
There's no God. Well, fuck her, she can't found a society then, because your God-given rights are what protect you. To every legal church, you are under corporate rules. How about you stand under God? How about you quit being pussies and fucking fight when someone's gonna punch you in your fucking face? I swear on my life, I swear to God, our forces are peaceful.
We're peaceful, but I am gonna kick the shit out of you. I'm getting mixed messaging, Marcel. Joviex, thanks for following.
Be unarmed, but we are gonna clean up this fucking system. We are a new system that outranks this system, and I have court transcripts. I'm recognized by the law courts. I'm recognized by the legal system, by social assistance. And again, you may think I'm crazy as fuck, so what? They took my kid. My family's full of fucking sellouts. A bunch of French people that would kill y'all because...
Why is it relevant that your family are French?
They're fucking assholes and they don't give a fuck. And to all of you looking at me like I'm an asshole, my information is free right now. Peacemakersociety.org. All rights reserved university.org. I am not a man in a suit. I'm these motherfuckers living today with a bunch of cowards. Now, to the people on my team, you're awesome. To my team, you're fucking awesome. To the sales manager I got, to the door-to-door people I got, you're all amazing and I'm happy to pay you. Fucking rights. Let's get these assholes. It's time to squish politicians. I'm coming for all of you. Cops, I'm coming for all of you.
Again, if the Canadian Mounted Police need these videos because they've been removed from the internet, I have copies. Cidosaurus says, having a shit day and just had a hard therapy session, currently crying, but yay for Marcel's stream, hope he has fun in jail. Well, I'm sorry to hear that you had a hard therapy session, but sometimes I've been in sessions like that too. Sometimes the things that are really hard at the time can be sort of moments where we get to a point where we can finally, like, analyze something in a way that we weren't able to before. So, I hope it was productive, even if it doesn't feel like it now. H-Baird says, this looks like the worst CD FMV cutscene ever. Red Alert Stalin is feeling sorry for him. Chromatic Cuddlefish says he's recognized by the legal system now, that's for sure. I want to see that mugshot. Bittergrin says, I know it's the smallest thing here to take issue with, but the tie going over the cloak clasp just looks so janky to me. Hey, he's either ready for business or the battlefield, okay? He can do whatever he wants.
You fucking piece of shit motherfuckers, OPP bitches. You fucking citizen sellout motherfuckers. And I'm leaving this video the fuck up. I love black
YouTube didn't.
people more than I love white people. Your music's better, you're amazing shape, you dance better, your culture's better. Canada is vanilla and boring and bullshit. It's a genocided country with no history and no culture. I'm European. I like Europe shit.
I'm European. I like Europe shit.
You were my clients, right? I know a ton of you. Fuck you. Why? Because you got to be a fucking addict. You got to sit there and snort your fucking blow. Okay, as someone in... The reason I'm mad at a lot of people too.
Did I skip ahead accidentally?
I'm from the streets. I've been on war counts as well. Lives Matter movement with guns. I'm coming for all of you. Cops, I'm coming for all of you.
You're a little
you
after
fucking
that.
piece of shit. Sellout motherfuckers. And I'm leaving this video the fuck up. I love black people more than I love white people. Your music's better. You're in amazing shape. You dance better. Your culture's better. Canada is vanilla and boring and bullshit. It's a genocided country with no history and no culture. I'm European. I like Europe shit. Okay? I like people with flavor. I like people from the streets. I like solid fuckers that stand up. I love the Black Lives Matter movement. I love the Black Lives Matter movement with guns. I love Black Panthers. I love everyone willing to smoke a fucking pig in the fucking face. Even though nobody should because it's unlawful. Thank you!
Blah blah. Thanks for following.
Fuck the police! Every cop who takes someone down, if I were First Nations and I had a whole bunch of people, I'd have people scalping fucking Popo if it were me and they killed and genocided my fucking people, motherfuckers. Fuck the police. They're unlawful war criminals. It's like killing a Nazi. Now, obviously, I have a peace oath. Death should never be a thing. Something you need to know about me, I'm from the streets. I've been on war councils where I'm sitting with Hell's Angels and Mad Cow and Indian Posse, Manitoba Warriors. What gang you got? I've been at a table with them or they fucking know me. Okay? Now, I don't care. I look through them like I'm looking through you right fucking now. And I talk like this to them. Actually, I talk more brutally. I show respect if it's due. But these cowards don't want to stand up under sovereignty. Fuck you. Why? Because you got to be a fucking addict. You got to sit there and snort your fucking blow. Okay? As someone in... The reason I'm mad at a lot of people too. A lot of you were my clients. Right? I know a ton of you through various movements, industries, as well as I know a bunch of people in 420. How much you guys spend on weed every month? Every month on weed, how much you spend? I know how much you spend. Lots. How many of you get the course? Maybe a handful.
Again, my speculation that Marcel is a drug dealer. How else does he know how much money they're all spending on drugs? I don't even think he's just a dealer. I think he's a supplier of weed specifically.
A few. It's not zero. There are a few.
First time catching alive. This guy is insane. Can't believe this is the first time I'm hearing about him. Yeah, you're getting a best of today. He's arrested now, but
this is where door to door. Do you love your kids? Well, then maybe you should own them. Do you like your house? Maybe you record title to it.
You don't own your children, nor should anyone own their children. That's fucked up.
Instead of being a punk ass bitch. Okay, you like having money? Then stop paying your taxes.
That's a bad idea. Also, how would that work? Doesn't Canada just do a sales tax, like a flat sales tax? I guess I don't know. Do they have an income tax that's completely separate that you have to file, like the US? I was under the impression that Canada just had a consumptive tax on goods. There are 2 sales taxes? How are you gonna avoid that? You can't. It's just on everything.
The way we show you, because it works perfectly. To people,
You thought he was some right-winger, now I don't even know what his angle is, just a conspiracy quack? Yeah. I wouldn't necessarily classify him as anything politically outside of he is just whacked in the head. He's trying to take over the world, literally.
like Robert, found a society. Quit hiding behind
You do have to file taxes in Canada? Okay. I misunderstood. Thanks for clearing that up.
entertainment, you fucking sellout. Robert, I believe is his name. Fucking coward piece of shit. You sellout. Keep sucking the FBI's dick, you fucking piece of shit. Fuck all of you. So to people that want to know where things are
thanks
at,
for following.
I fired everyone on the High Council. Dolores fired because she's a fucking sellout coward. Well, fuck you. You fucking... I would have let everything else go if you'd have just been solid and fucking done the work. But you couldn't even send an audio file. How the fuck are you going to lead my law department, you unaccountable bitch? You fucking cunt. cunt ass fucking nothing. And to the women out there who offended, real men don't give a fuck what a woman says. Real men run shit the way they
He's such a misogynist, too. No wonder he's a fan of Andrew Tate.
run it, and real women understand that and support them. All you undermining bitches who think men can't cry or be answered to you, fuck you. We're stronger. Period. We're here to protect you, but honor us too, or fuck you. Sheila Gunn, men can't cry on Rebel News. Fuck you, you fucking ugly ass bitch. You're not even hot enough to set a fucking standard. Genetics matter, motherfuckers. And to some of you who look at me right now think I look, oh, you're not hot. Was back in the day. I'm 41 right now. And if I really tidied shit up, got a tan, dressed the way I can dress, you bitches turn your head left, right, and fucking center. And to anyone out there with honor, love all of you. Claim your rights. Claim your society. To everyone in my past who hasn't claimed it yet, fuck every one of you.
Mr. Whiskers says, why couldn't he have at least matched the tie with the cape? Hey, he's doing a thing here. Don't overanalyze it.
Go claim it on the website. You don't like me, you like me, doesn't fucking matter. Go do the paperwork, asshole. I already helped you. And that's the other thing. I care. No one else is going to get in your guys' face like this for the most part. Not who have answers. And the people who know what I knew wouldn't spit on you fucking losers. And I say you loser because do you have millions of dollars? Are you able to take care of your family and friends? Do you have title to your house, car, kid, or did you register it? If you registered it, you don't have title, retard. So how about you get it? Okay? I'm tired of watching you guys not fucking listen. And I am who's coming to hold you accountable. So, learn your fucking rights, or you're going to be answering to my sovereign rights, motherfuckers. That goes for police, RCMP, all you motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck about jail. I don't give a fuck about gangs.
Oh, good. At least he says he doesn't care about jail. So I guess he's fine. Good.
And this cost me my life. Yay. Means you martyred me, motherfuckers. And every nutball in the world will come after the whole system bigger and better. And all the cops out there, I'm about this close to having my funding and all your home addresses are going public. So fuck you, you Nazi fascist pieces of shit. And to everyone who hasn't found a society yet, fuck you too. You better, or it's your fucking ass. I guarantee it. Anyway, guys, talk to you later. I'm over this shit for today. I'm gonna go smoke a joint and run my sales teams. And
Please smoke several blunts, please. Anything to calm you down.
And we have all 10,000 flyers or door hangers are out, all going on doors. We're about to do our second wave. Memberships coming in.
Hydrate.
And fuck anyone who doubts me. And to anyone who thinks you look down on me, I'm so far above you. If I pissed in the wind, it wouldn't even land on you. You're so far beneath me. I'm the smartest motherfucker on the planet. I make people like Bill Gates look like a retard. He is a retard. And if you guys won't stand up to him, he's going to be who rules you. I may be a little bit of a nutbar out there because I'm fucking a little angry and damaged from shit, but I'm the smartest fucker you ever met. I know exactly what I'm doing, and I know how to hostile take over the system, and that's what we're doing. Thanks, guys. See you in the next video. Get membership. Go to peacemakersociety.org. Freedom package. It's free. All works. All rights reserved university.org. Those are the fill-in-the-blank templates. VIPempire.org, that's my actual empire, taking over the legal system. Fuck all of these bitches, we're taking them over. Bye guys, see you soon, bye. And again, last thing to our sales managers and all the people doing work, great job, you guys are saving the world. And you guys will be in my good books, you'll never go on the wall of shame like all the assholes I just listed.
I think if I remember correctly, after this video, basically everyone who was still working with him left and stopped working with him, because this is, of course, one of the most deranged and unhinged videos ever produced.
And to all the people I just listed, I'm doing a wall of shame. I'm putting links to all your online information, and you're all fucked. Fuck you. Thanks. Hello, everybody.
God, there was this one, but I don't think I edited this one.
Obviously, the influenza.
Yeah, this is him doing a bunch of COVID conspiracies. Let's take a look at his YouTube channel that is still in existence. Let me switch over to window capture, though. Where is the display capture? Cool. Alright, so this is his YouTube channel. He was uploading as recently as 2 weeks ago. It was old videos, though. So let's just see, I don't know, some of his promo material and the juxtaposition between the way he presents himself in those videos and how he presents himself in his advertising material.
Aaron, welcome to Peacemaker Society 10-year anniversary. We are doing Sovereign Rights Held by Indigenous Power Society Founding Night event. We have a number of people that are going to be going through our workbooks, and we're just going to show the world how easy it is to fill in 3 letters to reclaim your private rights.
Did I hear September 24th is supposed to be Q Day? Yeah, it's another one of those dates that they set, and it's going to pass, and they'll move the goalposts.
So we're going to go ahead and do that. Alrighty, guys, whoever wants to come through first. Alrighty, hi Sam, how you doing?
Who is this kind individual? Funny.
Are you ready to learn your sovereign rights? Found your own society? Perfect. Great, if you just want to go through to the classroom, that's perfect. Just out the black curtain there is wonderful. Thank you. Alrighty, next. Hello. Kevin? Yes. Okay, perfect. Here's your booklet, and you're ready to learn your sovereign rights? Thank you. Perfect. Thanks, man. Next. Hey, how you doing? Hey. Here you go, Mike. You ready to learn your sovereign rights? Yeah. Perfect. Thank you very much. We'll join you in the classroom. Hey, Nicholas, how you doing? Good. How are you? You ready to learn your sovereign rights? Yeah. Perfect. Thanks. Awesome. Thank you. We'll see you in class. And Chris. Hi, man. How you doing? Good. You ready to learn your sovereign rights?
I like that every single one of these people looks like someone who would show up to this kind of thing. Look at this guy's shirt. Who owns the law? You do, and it's a bunch of bullshit. This is one of Marcel's t-shirts that he sells. Or sold, I guess. Meek says, methinks Marcel was fudging the numbers on his height. Oh.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Okay, we'll see you in the class. Thank you.
He and I are about the same height.
And it begins.
I'm 5'6", I think. So if he's 5'7", he's only an inch taller than me.
First of all, I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for coming.
Which, by the way, there's nothing wrong with, like, anyone being short or tall or anything. I don't care. I happen to be very glad that I'm on the shorter side because I'm a trans woman, so for me, I am glad. I like feeling smaller. That's just, like, my thing, but whatever. I don't care what his height is, but it is kind of funny that it seems to bother him.
Very excited. You guys are about to learn the most exciting stuff pretty much on the planet. It's going to make your whole life easier, from finances to relationships to you name it. Makes you get to keep all your money, which is really good. So tonight we're actually celebrating, you guys may not be aware, in addition to it being our Sovereign Rights Held by Indigenous Power Society Founding Night event, this is also actually our 10-year anniversary. It is 10 years today since I got together in a room full of people and friends and stuff. And
I wonder if he's going to get charged for any of this stuff, because he got arrested, of course, for the threats, but he has been running this alleged scam for a decade, so... Dr. Gamble says, his behavior is so bizarre when you see his other videos. I feel like I got whiplash just from watching this. Oh, I know, it's crazy.
We actually did what you guys are doing tonight, where we sat down and signed stuff, and it seemed cool, but we had no idea where it was going to go. I'll be very honest, when we started this, I didn't know if we were going to make it 6 months or 2 years, how the legal system would respond. I didn't understand any of that. But it's turned out really, really well. We've interacted with all levels of the legal system. They've recognized everything that we've done, both in court in front of judges, as well as food programs that we've run. Social assistance gives extra money. There's really nothing left to prove with it. So now it's last few years, I just kind of redeveloped my own life a little bit and met a great woman and stuff. And now the job's just really...
They broke up. Surprise. Mr. Whiskers says maybe the cape is what brings out his alter ego.
To teach other people.
Could be.
Well, there's really nothing left to prove in our journey. Now it's just putting it in everyone else's minds so they understand what it is. So the first thing I'm just going to do is just introduce what are sovereign rights. So everyone's heard from birth you have unalienable rights. We all hear that all the time in school, but no one really defines it. How that works is you in the universe, whatever that means to you. I just call the universe infinite intelligence, nature, whatever. If you're with a religion or anything, that's fine too. But you in the universe, whatever that means to you, put your living soul in your flesh and blood body, the animal you occupy. So in law, that makes you a nation unto yourself.
Okay, all that's bullshit. No, basically inalienable rights are just like a social construct that like we generally agree upon through our observance of our own and other human behavior, that if you put people in certain conditions and lacking certain things that we consider rights, freedom, autonomy, etc., then people buck against that. So we see these general patterns of behavior that people will not tolerate, and then we decide, okay, these things are rights. They're not intrinsic to the fabric of the universe. They're not metaphysical. They are just literally social constructs, and there's nothing wrong with that. The law itself is a social construct. Everything we do in terms of law and, like, constitution, social. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But to be clear, it's not magic.
So within that, if a barber cuts one hair on your head without your permission, that is assault. Those are also your birthrights. So as an equal under birthrights, unalienable rights, sovereign rights held by Indigenous power, they all mean the same thing. But an equal cannot give an order to another equal.
Dr. Gamble says, seriously, I can't get over it. He went from raging alcoholic to door-to-door salesman, or door-to-door Mormon. Yeah, he completely changes.
You have to make offers. And how you make offers, it's a 3-letter process. It's notice of understanding and intent and claim of right. Those are the letters.
This is how I think he was able to get away with this for so long, because he genuinely, when he is not in his, like, crazy, yelling, screaming, megalomaniacal mode, he's charismatic. Maybe not in a way that would trick everyone. I wouldn't fall for it. I'd like to think. But if you're someone who's not as inquisitive about, like, hey, how is this supposed to work, you might just believe him because he's quite confident, you know? And he seems like a calm guy. He's well-dressed, well-groomed in this video. Makes it seem a lot more legitimate than it actually is, because it's not legitimate at all.
1 and 2, and then the 3rd letter is the actual claim of right, and that's how you cure rights between equals, and we're going to get into how that actually works going forward. So the reason we call it sovereign rights held by Indigenous power is because if you were born on Earth, you're Indigenous to Earth. It doesn't matter if you're black, white.
That's just every person on Earth. You can just call it people.
Whatever your ethnicity is, whatever background you come from, your birthrights are your Indigenous rights. Those are your unalienable rights.
The reality is, because it makes it sound like his stuff is more legitimate when you say Indigenous rights, because there are real issues in North America, and other places, of course, but I'm from North America, so, like, this is what I'm thinking about, in terms of, like, colonialism and the fact that people came in and displaced and genocided Indigenous communities. So, of course, we see actual, real social activism in the space of Indigenous communities, so he is trying to basically piggyback off of that, in my opinion, by acting as though it's the same thing. I know he would say that's not what he's trying to do, but it's clearly what he's trying to do. No one words their things as, like, Indigenous rights unless it's intentionally trying to steal some goodwill from actual Indigenous rights campaigns.
Another misconception is everyone thinks legality is law. It is not. Legality
They are.
is corporate rules given force of law if you consent in a valid contract. Natural law and common law are the actual law, and that's where you have the right to define your own standards with.
Common law is a thing. Common law is basically, in the United States, Canada, the UK, I'm guessing Australia, though I don't know for sure, have a system that's based off of the UK legal system, which is a common law system, at least in part. So we have legislature, which creates laws, but then we also have courts that can set precedents in how those laws are applied, and that's a common law system, where you have basically precedents from previous cases. The results of those sort of echo throughout the rest of the country or the jurisdiction below them. So if the Supreme Court of the United States, for instance, declares a law or something unconstitutional or constitutional through judicial review, they've effectively set a precedent as to how an issue is dealt with legally, and that's common law, because it is shared amongst courts below the highest authority that makes the precedent.
Within that, and the only law there is you cannot cause harm to the life, liberty, property, or rights of anyone else, and no fraud in contract. That is the only actual law on the planet.
There are a lot of laws.
Other derivative of law derives its authority from natural law, common law, and that one principle.
Dark Gray Otter, thanks for
Now,
following.
let's say we wanted to open up a bungee jumping society where no one has a bungee cord, right, and jump out of a plane. If you wanted to do that, you could, but everyone would have to have full knowledge and disclosure, and probably not what you want to do.
No, that would probably be aiding and abetting It's like, it's a crime to help people commit suicide, just to be clear, at least, depending on where you're at. I think Canada actually does have euthanasia now, but, you know, not by jumping out of a plane. So if you knowingly told a bunch of people, hey, I'll take you up in a plane and you can jump out without a parachute, that can be criminally negligent.
So before I start jumping way ahead of myself here, do you guys understand basically just where rights come from within yourself based on what I explained? Do you have any?
Alright, that's enough of his boring presentation. Let's look at some of his promotional material, maybe. He had this thing where he would just go on... Alright, that's loud. He would just go on Fiverr and pay people the minimum to, like... do different promotional things for him. Like, he paid someone on Fiverr to do a Peacemaker Society rap. Cog Emperor says, hi, Hannah, how you doing? I'm doing good.
Peacemaker Society. Welcome to your new freedom. Time to break the chains of corporate slavery.
Time to get your rights back. Time for you to fight back. Yeah, I know you like that. Peacemaker Society. Let's break the chains and do our thing. Goodbye corporate slavery. Let's all take our freedom back. Peacemaker Society, yeah.
Unregistered, unincorporated. Middle finger to the man, yeah, dog, we made it. We've been dragged down to the bottom. No more of that, nah, we got him. But you gotta make a choice. Freedom or slavery, so easy to see. There's too much wrong in that G.O.B. And you're a victim with that legal ID. Yeah, we wanna make you free. Walk with me, open your eyes to see. We all need it, idle no more. It all starts with a simple dream. Corruption is really something. Look at a life, stop being stunted. Stop being hunted and break the chains. Your freedom lives here, join the campaign.
Time to get your rights back. Time for you to fight back. Yeah, I know you like that. Peacemaker Society. Let's break the chains and do our thing.
How much did Marcel pay for this? Like completely. Oh yeah, this is the Fiverr. This is from Fiverr. How much did he pay for this? Like the entirety, the I assume they wrote, performed, and edited this for him. I bet he paid $300 for this. It's a guess. I don't know how underpaid people on Fiverr are.
Don't vaccinate, citizenship slavery, time to escape, peacemaker society, that's the way, out the dark to a brighter day, it's your freedom, your way, and online you start right away, feel the power of natural law, cause you own it all, straight up raw, contract law, let's supersede it, shaking my head just like police beatings, we going global, we staying noble, freedom's here, we the ones to go to, no more suffering, time to usher in the right to live, right to win. Let's begin. You gotta join the squad, eliminate all the madness going on.
Time to get your rights back. Time for you to fight back. Yeah, I know you like that. Peacemaker Society. Let's break the chains and do our thing. Goodbye corporate slavery. Let's all take our freedom back. Peacemaker Society.
Dr. Campbell says, show me what you got.
Politicians, police, lawyers, judges. Hell no, I want none of it.
Wait, I thought he was a judge and we were fucked.
Getting all my rights away. No more. Nah, not today. Politicians, police, lawyers, judges. Hell no, I want none of it. Taking all my rights away. No more. Nah, not today. Join Peacemaker Society by getting your own global sacred freedom and rights membership.
Oh, the creepy kid one.
Hi, I'm Brian, and I'm 9 years old.
It's another Fiverr thing.
I have the coolest thing to tell you. Young people are about to run the world the right way. Old people have been hurting the planet for too long. I love freedom and rights for all, and that's why kids are taking over. We are the future, so let's fix the world. It's time for change. Here's what we must do together. We need to learn to become competent heirs by learning our rights. This is how anyone can help run the world. We need to get corporations pretending to be government out of the way with natural law. Unregistered, unincorporated rights are not taught.
This poor kid. There's no way he got a penny of this shit, right? His parents probably make him do this and then they take all the money. I hope not. I hope that's not true, but...
Schools, most of which are corporations. This is why I'm teaching you now. We have a big job to do. Time to save the planet and heal the world. Please visit and join Peacemaker Society now. www.peacemakersociety.org. You may not know it, but birth certificates turn kids into corporations. They steal my birthrights and let people buy and sell me as a corporation. This was proven in the 1985 Canadian Ownership Control and Determination Act. That's not okay. The solution is to join Peacemaker Society now. www.peacemakersociety.org.
By the way, Peacemaker Society is still up, the website. Watch it. Take a look while you can, because, like, you know, Marcel's in jail, so I don't know how often he owes payments for the web hosting of his website, but it's probably not going to be up for much longer. I pointed this out earlier, but if you got here later in the stream, the top video that the last video he put on his front page of his website was an Andrew Tate video. Where'd that stupid kid go? Oh yeah, he made a video pretending to be anonymous. First name bunch of numbers says the irony of having an underage, probably exploited kid talk about how terrible it is that kids are exploited. Citosaurus says, didn't he have a bunch of your vids up on there for a while? He did, because he lost the videos, so the only existent copies on the internet were me commenting on them. So he had videos of me making fun of him on his own website. And that's hilarious to me. He still might, honestly.
We found the next step, the final solution. If we all do this, freedom will win once and for all. There's a society called Peacemaker.
How long has he been on the run from authorities? Like 6 months. He was arrested recently, but before that, 6 months-ish.
Society. Anonymous stands in unity with Peacemaker Society. You, the public, must join them.
Guys, this definitely isn't just Marcel using B-roll and a text-to-speech program. It's anonymous, guys!
For them, you will have to pass their tests. Grow in who you are. But they will teach those worthy online. www.allrightsreserveduniversity.org.
While we need our lives to change, let's stop saying someday. We had our
Has he started re-uploading? No, he got arrested. Well, I mean, as recently as 2 weeks ago, he was uploading old videos, but he got arrested, and we're celebrating by watching his old videos.
My name is Marcel of the family Bessette, and I will be your host for the All Rights Reserved reality TV show / documentary.
He was trying to get a reality TV show off the ground about himself at one point, which I forgot about.
So what we're doing is we're having a group of people go through our online university course. It's allrightsreserveduniversity.org. As they're doing it, you will get to do it from home yourself. So you're going to become a fan of whoever you like the best, and as they go through their journey, you're going to be right there with them.
This is the history we write. Well, we need our lives to change.
By the time the show is done, you will understand 100% everything in and out to how your private rights work.
Until they threw them all away. But it's time to take them back. Recover all the rights we lack. A natural law. Oh, a natural law. Natural law.
I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Be very excited and get ready for an amazing journey to learn your unincorporated rights.
Oh yeah, he had a fake Andrew Dice Clay. This is so bad. Dr. Gamble says just this.
This guy is unfucking believable.
You know, cause I gotta be honest here, you know what I'm talking about? Cause I'm not like a, you know, a political person or anything like that. I don't get into politics, right?
See, my first thought when I think I need to promote my business is not I need to hire an Andrew Dice Clay impersonator to promote my business.
This is Andrew Dice Clay, by the way.
Oh!
And I'm gonna swear as always, cause I'm gonna be myself here. You know what I'm talking about? So I get asked to deliver a message from slavery, politician douchebags. They wanted me to tell you to keep selling your kids to corporations via birth certificates, right? Keep voting. Keep vaccinating your kids with poisonous mercury, right?
You never heard of Andrew Dice Clay? That's good. He was a stand-up comedian who was very popular for a short period of time. He was just an asshole, basically.
I told them.
Have you heard the song "You're Unbelievable"? You know the "oh" that's sampled from Andrew Dice Clay, because he'd be like "oh" in his stand-up.
Oh, go fuck yourself. I was like, what? You selling kids into corporate slavery? Stealing title from parents now? I didn't believe it. I mean, 1985 Canadian Ownership, Control, and Determination Act. I said, whoa, shove that shit up your ass. Cool.
Best impression is when you have to blatantly say the person you're impersonating. Yeah, obviously.
For slavery, douchebags. Dice Man is the people's champ. So I stand up to slavery with peace.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah, when he did the Saw one.
Hi, it's me, Jigsaw. You have entered a slavery game since birth. Your life's a game of slavery. I'm bored watching you suffer. Come closer. What I tell you, you must tell everyone if you want to stop the world's suffering and your own. Do nothing with this warning. You will be enslaved for life. Major media, police, lawyers, judges, politicians are corporations, not a government. Just corporate slavery enforced, like me, here to murder your birthrights. Thank you to the sellouts I just mentioned for enforcing slavery via corporate citizenship and all the suffering you cause. Psychos like me love that. They strip you the public rights and make you an owned slave via corporate legal ID. If you want to live free, join Peacemaker Society now. Slavery is still alive, coming to get you just like me. Peacemaker Society is here to protect you from me and those here to enforce corporate slavery upon you. If you do nothing, you will be my next victim. www.peacemakersociety.org.
Oh, he did copyright and trademark infringement on Disney by using the characters from Zootopia. I guess he was trying to get the furries involved. This is originally, if I remember correctly, I think this was a don't text in the movie theater thing. You know, when you go to the movies and there'll be like little don't text, don't pull your phone out during the movie things, and it'll often be themed towards a movie that recently came out. He stole that and turned it into an advertisement for himself, which is very illegal.
Hey, Peacemaker Society is very cool, yeah, just for you. Global freedom for all, that's what we preach. Already know, let me show you some. I'm about to teach y'all, cause you're the key to saving freedom, saving the planet, saving rights, saving people. It's all around and you know what's going down. Whisper in your ear, whisper that around town. Peacemaker Society, yeah, that's you. Already know, gotta put it in the pudding, show the proof, cause it's the truth. Yeah, learning your rights and power is the power to learn your rights, yeah. So if you bought it, then you be about it, cause you know it's hurried up, we turn it up, always cause we get it done. Escape, live one place to get it.
He did Minions ads. He was just throwing everything at the wall to see what stuck. None of it stuck. Again, this is just trademark and copyright infringement he's doing with these. Like, why? Oh, he hired people to pretend that signing up for his company was some kind of internet TikTok challenge, which doesn't make any fucking sense, but he did it anyway.
Hello, my name is Nadia, I'm from Belarus, and I'm doing the Competent Hair Challenge, Land Your Rights Challenge, and I challenge my friends, family, and the world to do the same.
Jacob Aces, with 21 months, says, our sub-baby, Mike Lindell, is 1 year old. How nice. Has he started spouting conspiracies already? Oh, this one! Oh, God, this one's bad.
Hey, Holmes, I got the download for you. Have you heard of Peacemaker Society? Let me hit you with some knowledge. You know when police, politicians, lawyers, the taxman, or CFS messes with you? It is because your ID turns you into a corporation, steals your birthrights, Holmes. Peacemaker Society has secrets you want to know about. I'ma hook up your freedom and rights right now. Who cares, you say? You need to, Holmes. These people kicked the system's ass peacefully, Holmes. Peacemaker Society has the knowledge for you. You're getting screwed over by corporations posing as government. Your birth certificate means you are owned and traded on stock exchanges. I'm here to recruit you. Come apply for membership. If you make it through this, here is what you get. A magic letter that makes any legal debt vanish.
That's just fraud. That's not true. That's not how that works. God, there's so many. Like, there's tons that are just boring or whatever. There's one where he steals footage from the Peanuts movie, or it might be another, like, PSA thing he stole from. He has tons of these videos where he's just in front of his couch talking about bullshit.
Developed and has been successful.
Those are unwatchable. They're all like 10 years old and recorded with the worst camera in history. Oh, this is just him going to the bank and being like, I have money, my organization has money, look at me pull money out. Bittergrin says, wait, if I'm owned and traded on a stock exchange, shouldn't I just find out which one and buy myself? Problem solved. True. We're almost on a boost train. God. Oh, this is a time... God, who was this? Was this him or was this someone else? I think this was Marcel at a supermarket trying to serve the supermarket with, like, legal papers for trying to do COVID stuff, like masks and everything. Citosaurus with 100 bits says boost and kicks off a boost train. Boost trains are like hype trains, except the more levels of the boost train we get, the more people will be recommended my channel to watch. So it's good for exposure for the channel. Appreciate it. Mr. Whiskers with 100 bits says, don't go on Fiverr and pay someone to make a fake Peacemaker ad. Citosaurus, thanks for gifting a sub. I bet I could go find some of those same people who are probably still on Fiverr and pay them to make really funny messages about Marcel going to jail. If I didn't have expenses and stuff that I'm paying, then I would do it. 81% to level 1. Oh, Bittergrin, thanks for gifting 5 tier 1 subs, getting us over level 1. Chromatic Cuttlefish with 100 bits says to level 5 and beyond.
Okay, so this is Sobeys Henderson.
Oh, that's him, for sure.
They want to give a fucking order that I can't have freedom of speech to say what the fuck I want in the store. Explain to them they're a war criminal. Then let's...
Getting kicked out of a supermarket has nothing to do with free speech. The supermarket can kick you out whenever they want. It's a private business. Bittergrin, thanks for gifting 5 tier 1 subs. Chromatic Cuttlefish, level 5 and beyond. Vast Lunacy with 400 bits says boosties. Citosaurus, thanks for gifting a sub. Jamie the Bunya says, anyone up for a carpool to Manitoba to see the trial? I'm in. First name bunch of numbers, thanks for gifting a sub.
Let's go find
93% to level 3.
Who the fuck these assholes are. One and 2.
To be clear, he uploaded this himself, so he thinks this makes him look good.
War criminal 1, go fuck yourself. You're going over 2.
Fuck yourself,
He just comes out of the gate so fucking hot!
Do you understand that in Nuremberg Code proves this is all bullshit and it's actually a war crime?
Stay the fuck out of there.
Actually, I go wherever the fuck I want.
Shiggity Schwa, thanks for 100 bits.
I'm gonna go record who violated my rights for a lawsuit, so fuck you. Just getting your photo for the lawsuit.
You don't need photos for lawsuits.
There we go, you're going on YouTube right away, so there's a card so you know who's coming after you.
Alpaca Set says Marcel working his smooth moves on the ladies. Level 3 complete. Whoa, holy fudge and fudge balls. I don't know what to do with this. Vast Lunacy gifts 30 tier 1 subs? That's too many subs! That's like a Subway sandwich shop full of subs. My god, Vast Lunacy, that's so nice of you. Thank you. Especially this close to the wedding. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. You killed the hype train. 425% of level 5. God damn. Citosaurus says, here's some bits for the boost. I've missed this crazy fucker. He's such a lunatic, but it makes me feel better about myself. Whew. Vast Lunacy apparently came into a bunch of money recently. Or is secretly Jeff Bezos.
Just getting video evidence, you're going on YouTube and you're being charged as a war criminal.
Seriously though, thank you, Vast Lunacy. Tea with Goblin says, boost me up inside, boost me up inside.
Card.
Just so you know, I am a minor, so
Doesn't make any fucking difference. You're in public and you're a war criminal. I don't need your fucking permission.
Hey, we got over the new sub goal for the month, by the way. That's 112 brand new subs this month, not just recurring. Wow.
You told me to shut up when I was explaining.
Is that a corn whale emote? Jesus Christ, Jake.
Explaining you're a war criminal.
It's cute.
I don't care. Not your fucking choice. This is a lawsuit. I was explaining masks and all that are a rights violation.
They're not. Overthought, thanks for gifting a sub.
Nicely, and she refused to serve me.
What you're quoting is not the law.
2021 Nuremberg trials is the Supreme Court.
Damn, this lady's not fucking around. She's wearing a full-on fucking gas mask.
Law. 2021 Nuremberg trials. I'll give you a card too, just so you guys can actually go look this up. I'm filing a lawsuit. Jolene, you're going on YouTube. You're a war criminal for working here. You're a fucking Nazi.
I didn't hear about Jolene's trial at the Hague. Why can't I pronounce it correctly? At the Hague. Hope it went well.
You're liable.
I'm not.
You're fully fucking liable for working here as a war criminal. You're going to fucking jail, Jolene. That bitch is going to jail. And I'm having you arrested by the internet.
Jolene, 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 Jolene. You something, didn't have to commit war crimes.
National Crimes Division of the RCMP. I run a law firm. You're all fucked, eh? Fuck you.
He doesn't run a law firm. He's not a lawyer. He's not a judge. Mr. Whiskers, thanks for gifting a sub.
Nuremberg Code isn't law. Are you guys fucking retarded? 2021 Nuremberg Code in the Supreme Court of Canada. You guys are all violating everyone with the masks. This is a war crime and this is going on fucking YouTube. Fuck all of you. Marcel of the family, Bessette, Peacemaker Society, we're a global government. Fuck you. You're a war criminal for working here. You're going on fucking YouTube. Sorry? Okay. Just they're violating your rights, bro. I wouldn't work here if I were you. You seem like a young dude. You seem good. I'll throw you a card. This is actually how you get it.
Oh, I muted it. Sorry.
You can actually file lawsuits against them. It's $1 million per infraction just for making you wear a mask. Wow. It's the Nuremberg Code from World War II. It's what the Nazis were tried as, and it's actually penalty of death. Okay.
Peacemaker Society, fuck
and that's
you!
how you do that. Fuck them.
Yeah, you nailed it. He thinks he fucking nailed it. Nemesaur Kolboth gifts 10 tier 1 subs, gets us to 645%.
It's a lot to take.
This is definitely the highest hype train we've had in a really long time. 40 seconds left if anyone has any last minute, you know, big dicks to drop on the table in terms of gift subs or bits or anything. Alpaca Cent with 50 bits says, I just noticed that he gave the man the benefit of the doubt and he didn't give that cashier who's just as young. Oh, he's super sexist, yeah. He does not like women. He's made that very clear. What was this one?
Hi everybody, a big video coming from Peacemakers.
Bittergrin says it's not the highest. We hit like 1,500 last week. Did we? That's crazy. Oh no! Vast Lunacy gifts 50 tier 1 subs. Seriously, are you okay? Like, this isn't like... this is fine for you, right? Like, I want to be clear. I don't want you to give me money you can't afford to give me. I'm incredibly grateful that someone would do that if they can afford to, but I want to be clear. Like, that's okay, right? You gifted me basically 80 subs, which is a lot of money. So if you need to undo that, I understand. I don't want you to later regret this. Thank you, though, very much. Both me and Baja appreciate it more than you'll ever know. Mr. Whiskers, thanks for 200 bits.
Society today.
Didn't he comment on your video and call you a Nazi? He's commented on my videos multiple times. Yeah, he doesn't like me.
Today I am going to explain a new beginning. I am going to be a winner. I'm done acting like a loser. I have quit an unhealthy relationship.
This is right after he had a breakup with his longtime girlfriend. Vast Lunacy says, I'm good. I'm just be buying DLC for Monster Hunter otherwise. Yeah, but you might like DLC for Monster Hunter. I do appreciate it very much, though. If you're good, I appreciate all the support very much. Really Love Stuff says, Vast Lunacy is secretly Jeff Bezos, I guess.
With Dolores, she was holding me back the last 6 years, and I was holding myself back. When this journey started, I felt overwhelmed, and I've been trying to catch up, and now I caught up. So I'm going back to being cool. I'm going back to just being the winner I am.
Yeah, I bet. Sure, Mike Marshall Stack, thanks for 200 bits.
The nice thing about life is you're either a winner or you're a loser. If you're a citizen, you're a loser, period. If you don't have freedom, you're a loser. If you have freedom, you're a winner. If you have your rights, you're a winner. If you operate with all rights reserved.
Nice to see a big-ish streamer who reads their chat. It's refreshing. Am I a big-ish streamer? I don't feel that big. Sure, Mike Marshall Stack, thanks for 16 months.
In this legal system, you're a winner. And I'm not talking about social structure winner. I'm talking about a winner in life.
This is why I can't ever become a huge Twitch streamer, because I'd constantly be trying to read people's messages. I would never get anything done.
So how do you lose? You lose it.
Can I watch the office tour video? I'm not sure if that exists anymore. I don't think I pulled that one.
You have a job and you pay taxes because your time isn't your own and your focus isn't your own. You're building someone else's castle. So for me, being a winner, I don't want to pick on losers too much. If you're a loser, your life's your punishment already.
Ashy Boo says, if you don't have your freedom, you're a loser. Big yikes for a man who was just arrested.
But for the winners out.
It's on my YouTube channel. I mean, we could watch me watching it, but, like, I don't like watching me.
There. You know, you win by trying. The reason
90% of streamers don't have more than 10 viewers at a time. Yeah, but, like, I'm talking about, like, people who do this for a living like I do, you know? I'm relatively small amongst people who do this as their sole job, I'd say. Although, I guess we all do that. We compare ourselves to people bigger than us, not smaller than us. Like, when I think of big streamers, I think, like, Hassan, you know what I mean? Or even, like, Liv, or, you know, I rate the Surfs, Lance, you know? I'm way smaller than those people, but that's just what we all do. We compare ourselves unfavorably to those above us. Here he is after the arrest, by the way. So that's nice. Can I find the office tour? Is it on here somewhere? I just want to make sure. Looking through the videos. That's the Competent Air Challenge bullshit. The office tour was so good. Maybe I can find it mirrored somewhere. Probably not, but I'll give it a shot. Oh, no. He does. It is still on here. That's hilarious. Yes, let's do the... We'll do the tour of... Oh, wait, this is actually a different tour, isn't it? The fuck? What was this one? This is a different one. Because he just walked around his house creepily.
Toilet seat, little thing, but it makes me happy.
I don't need to see your toilet, Marcel. God, where was that tour? Okay, let me look it up. Marcel Michael Scott. Alright, Marcel is recruiting people. Woo! I have lost weight since then. Good. I'm covered up by myself anyway. But don't confuse past me for current me, okay? I'm current me, past me is behind me. Hold on, let me, so you can see me. Pull for his fraternity. He bought a frat house or something. Let's check it out. Peacemaker Society Fraternity House. Oh yeah, this was on Rumble. But he got his Rumble channel deleted. Let me make sure it's not on here anywhere. Peacemaker Society. I don't know if he made a new one. I don't think so. Yeah, that video just doesn't exist anymore outside of my mirroring of it, I don't think. That's a shame. Woo, that is loud. How do you get a Rumble account deleted? He threatened the mayor of Manitoba, and that's what got him arrested too.
Hi there. Welcome to Peacemaker Society.
This might be an old video. I think it is, but he recently uploaded this.
Community Change Fraternity House, as well as our first ever Community Help Center. My name is Marcel.
Because he looks younger here. I could be wrong though. Maybe he just like got a clean shave. I don't know.
Family Bessette. I'm one of the founding members, current signatory to Peacemaker Society, as well as the Chief Justice and signatory to our law firm.
Chief Justice of the law firm. That's a real thing.
I'm not name dropping, just within that.
I keep wanting to make comments, but then younger me keeps saying things.
It's relevant.
My voice has come a long way too, thank you.
To a lot of the things we're doing. The purpose of this right now, though, is we're launching our fraternity house, as well as our pledge recruiting drive.
Elminato says, good on you learning ventriloquism. I can't even see your mouth move.
So within that, if you just look right here, this is just showing basically some of the things that we're going to be having.
No, he's still recruiting for this. Like, he posted this August 24th, and he's saying, Peacemaker Society Fraternity House. Just wanted to make sure it doesn't exist anywhere else. Okay. In this video, we'll give you a tour of Peacemaker Society Fraternity House. We ran this program and it'll be up again globally. Okay, no, so this is an old video. He tried to do this and it failed, and there's no if it took off. Yeah. I hate when you're trying to comment on videos and there's someone else commenting there. It's even worse when it's yourself.
And boardroom, clothing storage that we're going to be distributing.
Did I see this? No. Let me look. Evolution is a conspiracy theory, says Bryson Gray. I forgot Bryson Gray existed. I'm not gonna lie, because I haven't covered him in a long time because he got banned from Twitch, so I can't watch videos of his or anything. At least unless it's like a patron-only live stream on YouTube.
To the homeless and just people in need. We're going to have our unalienable rights patrol, as well as it'll be our building security, our private security. We'll be setting up a free...
Your rights patrol? This just sounds like a gang with extra steps. Mr. Bits message. Oh my god, shut the fuck up. Almost 3 pound.
100 facilities here. Staff housing will be coming very soon. As I mentioned, the Unalienable Rights Patrol, Public Awareness Team, this is going to be our online presence headquarters, and then these are other things that we'll be adding, but right away we do have the advocacy one-on-one support up. So that's kind of our form and function of what we're doing here. So now I'm just going to walk you through exactly the other stations. So when people first come in, if they're visiting, or if you're a pledge and you arrive, you actually just, of course, take off your shoes, and if you have a jacket in that, this is our station where our host / greeter, as well as our live answer admin team, which just means you answer calls from the public and direct them how to get this package or more involved with our programs.
Is it even legal to run a business like this out of an apartment?
Some other things you guys are going to love. We're looking primarily 25.
H-Baird says, lamest professional Professor X LARP ever. He doesn't even have a wheelchair.
5 and under. If you're in elementary, high school, university, college.
I guess it could be from the period of time where his legs were fixed, but that's no fun.
College, or even if you're not in school.
Well, Timmy in, but you have packed familiar mix once a year.
Email under and passionate about changing the world. Become a pledge, get involved, send us an email with just a resume, a write-up, or a video where you just tell us about yourself so we can see your personality and just let us know why we should accept you as a pledge. And if you do well as a pledge...
Am I Marcel's #1 fan? We are. Ironically, do I follow Marcel more closely than any other human being on Earth? Yeah. In terms of viewing his videos and giving a shit about his content? Because I've never seen anyone else cover Marcel as much as I do. Huh. Dr. White says, well, he...
Plus, you're going to get to learn how world markets and money work in a way that helps community and the people around you instead of hurting them. Within that, there are some people in the world that use money correctly now. But anyway, this is the actual package we're distributing to the world. This is our Your Freedom, Your Way How-To Rights package. We have inventory in, so this is how we're able to actually fund a lot of what we do, get it done quickly, as well as we have some banks and bankers that are working with us that are looking at probably depositing some money going forward in that as well. I'm not going to say too much about it till it's actually in the banks, but either way we can fund ourselves in a few weeks anyway. So that's why we're starting our new recruit / pledge drive.
I feel like no, that wouldn't really make sense as a meme. Some sort of before and after meme where it's this clean cut, like you know, well put together Marcel on one side, like the before, and the afters. Him screaming in that cape that he wore in that video about how he's an emperor and he's gonna rule us all. Speedy Yoshi says, you paused the video for that, bitch? What are you doing? Why do you guys watch me?
Work in the community.
That was the whole comment. What if there was a meme and it shut the fuck up.
Really learn your rights and really empower young people to lead in the future.
Oh yeah, his thing is an MLM.
A lot of people, by the time they hit 30, 40, 50, 60...
It's just also an MLM that you have to spend thousands of dollars to get into, which is a really bad strategy for an MLM. That's why starter kits for most MLMs are like $80 to $100, maybe $250 if it's like a bigger one. Just depends. You want to slowly suck money out, and I'm not telling you to do this. MLMs are scummy, and they're bad, and they should be banned. But if you are trying to run a MLM because you do not care about other people and because you're a terrible person, you don't say to them, give me $10,000 today and you can be part of the MLM. You're not going to get anyone that way. You're preying on the desperate. So what you say is, well, give me $50 or $10 or $100 or we'll give you your first kit for... Citisaurus says, we all have hate the sound of our own voices, you're not alone. And Brokagam says, past Hannah versus current Hannah, fight. I'd win that fight. I'm quicker. Free, and then have them do orders. Also, no one psychologically can terrorize myself more than myself. My brain already says tons of mean things to me all day, every day. I could psychologically cripple past me like you wouldn't fucking believe. It's fine. I'll just freak myself out. Every month, a minimum. I'll give myself an anxiety attack and then I'll win. Okay? It's fine. Order that they have to make for like 50 or $100 or whatever, which is a lot of money to a lot of people. And that way you get a lot of people who are financially taking advantage. Why am I talking like that? Okay, I'm gonna skip ahead to the. Yeah.
And they have too much to lose, so really it's going to be up to young people. So these fraternity houses we're setting up worldwide that are our community help centers for that area, they're really there to jumpstart having young people run the governance of what's going to change the world. And we've proven it, now we just want to put it in your hands, so come pledge.
I wonder how Marcel feels about that person who's claiming they're the, like, new leader of Canada. Oh, Romana Didulo, who we've covered several times since this. Lily Lovestuff says you should hang out with a 5-year-old. Their insults hurt the most. Have you been told you're a poopy face as an adult? That shit stings. Oh, believe me, I know. I've had a kid. I've heard things kids have said about me, and not a fan. Oh my god, I get it. Fucking, I know who it is. It's Romana Didulo. You stupid past me bitch. Why don't you know things I know now in the future? You're taking so long.
Citizen, and his goal is to take over the Canadian government and the world.
Peacemaker Society at outlook.com, or go to our website, which is www.peacemakersociety.org. And again, I'm sure our editing department will throw that up on the screen there. That's
The editing department.
fantastic. So when people arrive, one of the stations is here, so you're live answering phone calls, directing them to get the package or to our programs. Some of our other programs, we're launching no-kill animal sanctuaries that are permanent, where we can take all overflow from kill shelters, free nanny services, free babysitting, free shuttles. We're working. This turns into a workstation, so we have...
This couch in my living room turns into a workstation. Anything's a workstation if you try hard enough, Marcel. I wouldn't really call it that, though.
Have 1, 2, and then we can have up to
This just
3
looks
here.
like
We
it's
just
old
have a table
apartment.
here that can slide out. But of course, when we don't...
Look it, we can move tables around in my living room, and now it's an office for 3 people.
Oh yeah, there was a number on the door too. This isn't a frat house, this is an apartment. Did Marcel just tell people, like, come to our frat house and it's just the apartment he lived at with a roommate? You can't turn your apartment into a frat house, Marcel. That's not how that works. It's an apartment. How many people do you expect to fit in here? You're already living there, Marcel, and there appears to be a guy or a gal, maybe, at a desk in the background who probably lives there. How many people are you gonna put there? The Dynamite Jellyfish says, do not tell Peter about the Queen of Canada. He might fall for it. Oh, I'm sure he's already heard.
Dr. Gamble says, Marcel moves tables. The future. And Procagum says, Hannah dies of laughter on the bingo card. That's not even close to dies of laughter.
To use it, just gets tucked away. We run our entire organization right now, not including salaries, but just our infrastructure worldwide and in Winnipeg for $1,050 a month. It's $35 a day, and we get a lot of big jobs done. So our dollar spent to impact is huge. So even though some of this seems a little humble, I'm just going to show this movie I love, not to plug the movie necessarily.
The Social Network?
Oh, I showed Baha saw The Social Network for the first time the other day. I showed it to her. Good movie. I think they need to do a sequel called The Social Nation, and it'll be about how basically everything about Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg since the end of the first movie.
That's a good movie. I own that movie on Blu-ray. I'm a little better than Marcel. Sorry, Mars. Mars. I've never called him Mars ever.
It'd be Mark. Mark would be the shortening of Marcel, you dumb bitch.
And that's not even a nickname for people with the name Marcel. Marcel, get a Blu-ray player.
But what
It's
they
a
talk
drummer.
about
Thanks for 30 more.
for us and with us, it just shows how
Trying to one-up someone over physical media? Sad. You're sad. I love physical media.
Me too. That's 2. That means it's true.
It's something I collect. Streaming is more convenient though. But I really, really like having physical media.
they use more residential atmosphere to get a lot of work done, and that's how Facebook was launched. So if it's good enough for Facebook, we're not going to argue with something that became $1 billion. So, so within that, that's why we're set up this way, and it allows a more relaxed atmosphere. So if you keep coming this way, this is our office manager desk. Right now, Gerald is here typing away.
Hi, Gerald.
Hi, Gerald.
Oh, I made the same joke twice.
Wonderful.
I'm predictable.
And then also just a little bit of an eating area for staff. If they bring a lunch, anything like that, of course, they're welcome to.
This is an eating area for staff. This is clearly your apartment kitchen. What are you talking about?
And it's also an office being used by someone, and your printer copier's in there.
And then the office manager has their personal assistant. Both the office manager.
Oh my god, so 2 people work in the kitchen! But it's also a kitchen and dining area, but also 2 people use it as an office. past me found that fucking hilarious. This is amazing.
Manager and this desk are live answer admin stations as well in the next week or two. Again, we're
More fisheye lens. That's a great directorial choice.
still just finishing getting the last bits of things that we need. This is our society symbol. We also invested in a full color pro kind of printer a few weeks back for the production of our manuals. So we have
Procagam says, are you sure this isn't Hannah Dies of Laughter? That one was closer.
that now. That's the other one.
Guys, they have a printer in the kitchen. They're halfway to being Facebook. I'll stop chewing, sorry. Dynamite Jellyfish says, is this the guy, Mr. King?
Yeah. We've been in the Winnipeg Free Press, we've been in the Sun, the Uniter, just some things that we've been recognized through an article that we have published. And then if we just keep coming through this way, right now this is just for example purposes, this can be a nice red velvet rope pretty soon.
This feels like something Michael Scott would do. This feels like the Michael Scott Paper Company, but less competent. Two-Man says they don't even have an eco-tank printer. Sad.
That's to our sales manager. So if you just step through, right now it's
So to the right, it looks like there's the bathroom.
empty, but if you come on in here, this is going to be the office manager again.
I would be impressed if you could comfortably fit a twin-sized bed in here. And bear in mind, this is a fisheye lens that's making the room look bigger than it actually is. That wouldn't even fit in that room! Oh no! Oh no! Oh god! Oh, Marcel, it's your apartment!
A little bit humble right now. We're going to repaint. We're just in the process of moving in, as I said. It's a little bit echoey in here, so let's step back on out of here. But this is the sales manager. If you pan to the left here, I won't step in there, but this is the actual washroom. It's a washroom. And then as we step back,
You know, like all business centers have a shower.
back here, you're going to see...
Yes! Ah, yes. I see you're doing business here. You have a map of the world on the wall. We are a business. Doing business. We are a business. This is where we do business. On the planet Earth. Thank you, Marcel. This is the best. Dynamite Jellyfish says, so this is what happened in the That's not a what?
Voluntary association, and we're under natural law, but we're consistent and in harmony with corporate law and common law as well. If you don't know what that means, just start studying our videos.
Felix Night Owl says it's a Saturday Night Live. Probably not. It's making me laugh.
Whole bunch of control. Just start watching them, you'll get the hang of it. This is where our Unalienable Rights Patrol will be as well as some security.
The Inalienable Rights Patrol gets the hallway, obviously. Dr. Gamble with 50 bits and a link.
Hatting the stall.
Business, business, business. Numbers. Is this working? Yes. Yay!
I love the Lego movie. Hydrate.
So they monitor the rope in the back door. And then this is my actual office.
It's your... Marcel, this is your bedroom, I assume.
Which generally, if people need access, they can have access, but we have a lot going on.
I like that he has two people working out of a kitchen when he has this, which is clearly the largest bedroom that is his office. And only he's in there. Hydrate.
On, so I need to focus a lot of the time. Or if there just needs to be a quiet space that, two people need to talk, this will be available.
Oh no! Did he legit rent? Either he has a separate bedroom from his office, which seems not... I think he rented an apartment to try and make a business, which is not how that works. Economical living.
As well.
Zoning laws exist.
I'll be here some of the time, but not all the time.
I'm also pretty sure you're not supposed to run a business from I guess you can work from home at an apartment, but like if you're having employees come in, or whatever you want to call them, I'm sure he would say they're not employees, they're voluntary, whatever. But I don't think you're supposed to really run like a non-profit from an apartment either. Like if you want to rent office space, you need to rent office space, not an apartment building. Ian Jake doesn't
into this fraternity house 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Bittergrin says sovereign societies make their own zoning laws, though. This fraternity apartment. True.
Or whatever hours we have set up, but we are working towards the 24/7. Should be there within about a month. And as soon as it's up in any capacity.
He's making it sound like by calling it I just want to get to the basement. Fraternity, he's saying pretty fun.
See how the main floor of a house, and with the kind of funding we're getting, we're going to be able to accept pledges from around the world. So even if you're not in Winnipeg, do send your pledges. But for the next 2 weeks to a month, we're end of February, so for the month of March, we're really looking to focus on Winnipeg. Again, at any level, 25 or under, get in touch with us. And if you're anywhere else in the world, you have a month to get your tape ready or to get in touch with us, because we'll be going to all the other cities shortly thereafter as fast as we can. And just keep calling or emailing.
I don't think Marcel was under 25 in this video. Why does he only want 25 and under? That's so weird. Easier grifts, easier marks, easier to manipulate. Daddy Sume says, no, Hannah, he's turning it into a... Also creepy. Voyeur camboy service.
And asking if we're there yet, and we'll let you know as soon as we are. We also announce everything on Facebook. Sometimes people get in touch.
H. Baird says, murder room, murder room, murder room.
With us, and we haven't been able to get back to them one-on-one. We do updates all the time on our social media, and we're just growing so quickly. Within that, though, once we're properly staffed here, we're going to have our live answer men all the time. We already have the program set up, so we're in the final stages. So let's go ahead and step back on out of here, and then we're going to take you down in the basement. So with this location...
We thought this would be a beautiful place to murder you once you get here, and I get mad at you. Let's see where we're gonna put the cage for humans. Daddy Sume says, even more powerful Joe Exotic vibes. He died.
You know where it is. We're doing that primarily because...
This is our basement. You don't get to know where it is.
Because we are challenging the existing system in a lot of ways, and beyond that, just for efficiency, if the whole public showed up at the door...
It's like an Al-Qaeda video! You just... No, Sume isn't banned. He's going through some issues right now, so I don't think he'll be on stream for a bit. He just needs a couple other white guys behind him, like holding guns or something.
We'd be reactive in trying to accommodate instead of proactive, and our systems rely on us being proactive. So for right now, that's the system we're using. Once we get the temporary housing up, the second part to this program, that will be completely public, and people will have access to that and know where that is, of course. If you do need to reach us, though, or have complaints or concerns, or just are happy and want to give or whatever, our headquarters, our worldwide governance headquarters, is 18th floor, 201 Portage Avenue, Winnipeg, Manitoba, general delivery. Phone number, area code 204-926-85.
This is an old video, so don't, for one thing, even if it wasn't an old video, never ever contact Marcel or attempt to contact him, for fuck's sake. It's like rule number 1 of this kind of thing. Keep your hands and legs inside the stream at all times, okay? Look, don't touch the poop! Don't touch. But secondly, this is an old video anyway, so I guarantee he does not rent that apartment anymore, and that's probably not his phone number. So leave it be.
Bye.
Nick says, all QA'd.
Does a lot of things that break the law right now, so if you're setting things up or just working with us, we do what we need to protect the privacy from people being acted on unlawfully. So this is going to be our staging area where we have our community food.
This is the slab where I put my victims after I've sedated them. What is this? Felix Hole says, so do you think he grifts well enough with this BS to make an above average living? How well do you think How well off do you think he is? Put background right.
Extra equipment. Our advocacy patrol.
Nick says Al-Qaeda was pronounced Al-Qaeda, but with an A sound as an A. Wait. Al-Qaeda. Oh, because Canada. I get it. That's a slow burn joke. Al-Qaeda.
Patrols
Okay.
will have audio and video on them at all times. So
Al-Qaeda.
they're always
Okay.
accountable.
You should have walked in that corner and there's just someone there like standing in the corner like Blair Witch Project. Spoilers for Blair Witch. Hydrate. What kind of expert equipment?
Governance.
Probably talking, let's call it that.
Accountable for how they interact with the public, and it's also proof if ever police
I'm in.
or anything do anything unlawful to any of our patrols, which are really there to supervise the government.
There's a hole in the wall! Like beyond this creepy doorway, there's a hole in the wall. It's where we hide the personal effects of our victims.
More than the people. We're there to stand up for the people. We're not there watching what you guys are doing. Unless someone's causing harm in a major way, obviously.
Why is Marcel in a murder basement? He's selling us on joining his fraternity, duh.
You know, but other than that, we're there to pretty much follow.
Does that answer your question, Killjoy? Someone else asked the same question in the past. Dr. Campbell says it's the hole from Silent Hill 4, and Procagam says current Hannah and past Hannah just laughed with the same frequency.
Around parking authority.
Truly, if I ever get a time machine and meet past me, it's over for you bitches. I'm too entertaining as a duo.
We follow around the downtown biz. We're going to have patrols that supervise anything that the cadets are doing. The Winnipeg Police in Winnipeg, if you're not from here, they have a junior cadet kind of squad that really they're not well versed in law, but they help out with a lot of stuff. And for a lot of what I see, they do a lot of helpful things with traffic. I'm not picking on them. But the mechanisms of the system, it's incorrect contracting and they commit fraud. So we're just going to supervise and bill, but we're not going to interfere. We're just going to act as an advocate for time being. And we'll just leave it at that for now. So if you keep coming on, it looks like a bit of a dungeon right now. We're going to be adding some basic flooring and stuff. This area here, we're going to be adding some more shelving. This is going to be where some of our food storage is. And then we're
And if you displease me, you will stand in here for 48 hours.
also adding obviously more shelving in the other area there. If you come over here, I'm kind of short, I'm only 5'7". Can you even see over here? Yeah, you're okay? Okay, so up to about 6 feet will be okay down here. Over here it's a little bit taller. So with it, we're making a boardroom here. This is where our meetings will be.
Review this video next year. It'll just be... It'll just be like Russian nesting dolls of me reviewing this video, of me watching this video, of me watching that video. That's fine. Hey, me from the future, fuck you! No, fuck you! Welcome to the boardroom, everyone! Sinosaurus says big air quotes, fraternity. Marcel is gonna pull a Miss Trunchbull.
And then
Procagam says this is our new yearly tradition.
it was suggested, which is probably what we'll do, put a few lockers here, maybe a TV, a few things. So this will be where overflow and in between shifts for our advocate patrol will happen. So I'm going to step into the light just a little bit here. So within that, we expect within about 2 to 4 months to have more advocate patrol people on the street 24 hours a day in Winnipeg than there are police on the street.
Again, it's just a gang. He's just trying to make a gang. Again, it just sounds like you want to start a gang. Killjoy says peacemaker sex.
Hi there, pledges. So you've had a tour of our...
Oh, this is like an intro video. Okay. I think that's all we needed to see. I just wanted to see the murder. I wanted to see the murder basement. Oh, thanks, past me. Appreciate you showing up. I know it's a tough commute. All right. Let's go ahead and do a raid, shall we?